We're live. And we're live. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? And welcome to Hood Therapy Corner, where we keep it real while we heal. I am your girl, Rhonda. I have a new intro. Sorry, I have to read it. This is a spot where we talk about real life stuff and don't always get to unpack from mental health to healing, from hood trauma and everything in between. Now, before we get started, let me say this trigger warning. We do touch on some deep and emotional topics that might be a bit much, so viewer discretion is advised. And also, let me state that we do not give out any medical or professional advice here. These conversations are about personal experiences, shared experiences, and healing. And if you know someone experiencing or struggling with mental health, please reach out and get help. You can call or text 988 for the Suicide Crisis Hotline. Now let's go with tonight's combo. So tonight, before we get started, I want to let you all know that I will be speaking with Corey Smothers. We have been able to reschedule our conversation, and so tonight that is going to happen. I do appreciate him reaching back out to me so that we can have this conversation. So we're going to be talking about men and mental health. I'm excited about that. But before we get started, I want to take some time out to talk about what's been going on in the news as of late. So there's been two things. There's been two that have occurred in the news that I want to talk about before we talk to Corey. The first incident I want to talk about is the incident with the lady who was turned away at South Lake, if I'm not mistaken. She was turned away from South Lake Mall, and she was hold on, Corey. She was like 8 minutes. She had the baby in like 8 minutes. She was turned away from the hospital. They wouldn't let her in. I just want to state that is going to be traumatizing in and of itself. Because I'm not sure if that was her first baby, but to be turned away, I don't know, Corey. I'm gonna get you on in a minute. I don't know if this was her first baby or not, but being turned away, I'm pretty sure that was traumatic. Because how do you get, hey Corey, how do you get to a hospital about to deliver, and then they turn you away, and 8 minutes later you have your baby? So there we go, traumatic experience. Now we're about to have some mental health issues. And then we're going to talk about those kids from that incident that we saw.
Just watched that video.
That had just went really all over the world. This video is worldwide. They are talking about this everywhere. Everywhere. And for me, I haven't watched the whole video. I saw the beginning of it, and then I saw the beginning of the protest that was outside of the school. Now, when I saw this video, when I first saw it, I didn't know what was going on because I had no idea. The first time I saw the video, I seen like somebody, when the parents was outside, and it was just in the beginning of the protest. And so I didn't know what school was or nothing like that. But I kind of, when I saw the video, I kind of looked at the area. I'm like, that area looked familiar. Well, lo and behold, that is the grade school, grammar school, high school, what damn school it is, junior high, middle school that I went to. Went to that school in the 7th to 8th grade. And when I tell you I was triggered by that, video. I was triggered. I still have yet to watch that whole video. Like I was in tears watching that because I was bullied at that school.
Mm.
Um, I had mm, they threw rocks at me, and they threw rocks at me and chased after me at that school. Um,
That's
Motherfuckers
crazy.
may think I'm lying. Yeah, motherfuckers may think I'm lying, but no, it's dead ass serious. You don't make that shit up.
No,
Motherfuckers
that's
threw
what
rocks
happened
at
back there in
me.
that neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's the product of that environment. You know what I'm saying? Like when they go down like that around there. Like I grew up around the manor and all that. Like that's what they did.
Mm-hmm. I was the new girl on the block. Me and my brother. My brother didn't have no problems. He got friends or whatever. Me on the other hand, yeah, it took a minute. And I still got two friends to this day. Shout out to Tina. Shout out to Stephanie. Them two right there had my back from day one all the way up until now. Um, But when I tell you triggering, Jesus Christ, I didn't even realize how triggered I was when I seen that. All I seen was just the outside. I barely even seen the name of the school. That's how triggering it was.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just seen the outside. I didn't see the front of the entire building. I just seen the neighborhood and I was triggered. When I
Mm-hmm.
tell you, I feel so bad, and it is keeping everything in me not to break down on this damn thing. But when I tell you, I feel so bad for that lady, but the Lord blessed her quicker than she could turn around, which is amazing. But it's an unfortunate thing that those things had to happen to her and her children in order for her to get the help that she needed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and to look at the bullying now versus then is bullying is gonna always gonna be bullying. Nothing's gonna change about that.
Mm-hmm.
But how we have such quick access to have the children. Like they don't care about the feelings that they hurt. I'm so sorry for taking up your time, Corey.
No,
But
this is a good topic because oh yeah, I got jumped on a couple of times. So I watched the video and it went viral and I heard about it. I'm like, all right, let me check this out, see what it was. And to find out it was in the neighborhood I grew up in, and I was like, wait a minute. Just like you, like, bam. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, shit, they hit home. You know what I mean? And I think I just posted this on, like Tina posted it, and I commented on it recently. It's like, that's like a helpless feeling. You know what I
uh-huh,
mean? Like, you're pretty much at the mercy of who's ever bullying you or the assailant. You know what I'm saying? Because most people
uh-huh.
ain't gonna come to your aid or intervene. So it's whenever they get tired or whenever they get their rocks off and they done, they done. You know what I'm saying? So you don't
And
know
move
how
on to the
far they
next
gonna
one.
take it or how much is gonna escalate before it stops. You know what I'm saying? And
Uh-huh.
just seeing that, and they little kids like
Little.
these we were like teenagers. You know what I'm saying? Like they was preteens. That's a lot for you to have that mentality as a preteen. Like we growing, I don't want to get into like start aging ourselves, but when we was growing up, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't dare approach no adult like that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's walking with their
Adult.
mama. Oh, you backing up. That is wild to me.
All of the bullshit that you doing on the street, the cussing, all of that clowning. You see an adult, I don't give a damn
Stop.
how old they is. The minute you see an adult, it shuts down. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. You shut up. Hey, how you doing? Good morning, good night, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon
Exactly.
as they not and they in distance, they far past you enough to get the clowning, then you get the clowning.
Right.
But you wait. You
Exactly.
don't dare disrespect and then walk up on them and then for this little boy to hit that baby and then she walks up on him and he say, "Don't hit my brother." I'd have knocked the holy
Right.
hell out that motherfucker. Let me
Right.
tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'd have fucked both of them up. Okay, all them kids would have got their ass whooped. I don't give a hot hoot. Let me tell you something.
No, you can't. You can control your actions. You can't control the consequences. So you
You
asked
can't
for it.
because if you
You signed up for it. So
Hey
whatever
Tina, hey
happened,
Stephanie,
whatever happened, it happened. You know what I mean? You
you're
don't know what
asking
that
for.
you don't know what that lady, unfortunately, or fortunately for all parties, she wasn't carrying nothing. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what somebody got going on with them. And for you to
At
do
all.
that, and it could have went sideways with she could have pulled out a weapon. And then now, you know what I'm saying, now the tables are turned, you point the finger at her when y'all started. So
And
it's
now
crazy.
you're gonna see the parents. That's when you're gonna see the parents coming outside
Mm-hmm.
want to talk all this shit. No, you should have been out here when Ray and PP and them was out here fucking with this damn lady. That's when you should have been out here. Not when
Exactly.
something happens to them. It's always, oh my baby, oh my baby. Now you can't play victim.
No,
You cannot play victim when your child
don't
is
cry
out
wolf.
here causing havoc. Now, granted, and then I seen somebody else on TikTok was talking about some. She 30, the mama is 30 years old, got 5 kids, got put out the damn projects, was sitting in that squad and was damn near burnt the grandma house up. Like when it's our children, the
Mm-hmm.
children that we gave birth to having kids. And now those kids is out here just because the girl is 30. She's old enough to be our kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got the 28-year-old. So most
Right.
definitely. Those are our children running
Mm-hmm.
rampant with these little badass kids. And now what the fuck is wrong with us? Because we should know
Exactly.
better.
Yep.
We should know better. Because our kid now, if our kids done went sideways, fine. But if we can get hold of them damn grandbabies of ours that's out here running the damn muck, we need
Mm-hmm.
to, because them parents need their ass kicked for real. If they home environment, because I just heard Charlamagne say something on the Breakfast Club, he was like, the kids need social and emotional training,
That
education,
part.
because they have no social, no emotional, nothing. They don't care about shit. They don't
Mm-mm.
care about life, period. Because,
No.
like you said, what if that lady was having some kind of mental episode or whatever the case, and she just lost it on them kids?
Right.
Lost
Exactly.
it.
Yeah. See, that's the
Clean,
part that they don't.
lost it.
So I'm on the fence about like holding the parents accountable. They do have some part of it, but you know what I'm saying. I know, like from my parents disciplined me. They preached to
Mm-hmm.
me until I was born to face, and I still did dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So they did what
Mm-hmm.
they
Me too.
supposed to do.
Me
So
too.
you can only, you know what I'm saying. You can only go so
But
far
with
with
that
that.
though, you could. Now I'm with you on that. But you could still tell the type of household a child has come from, right?
Hmm.
So we've come from a household where we have a foundation where our parents was in our ass, right? We knew right from wrong. We knew the consequences of what we if we disobeyed and just,
That
did
part, the
whatever, right?
consequences. Yep.
But guess what we did? We still went out there and did it. Now, were we bad kids? No, we just did
Mm,
bad shit. Now,
correct.
there's a difference between kids who do bad shit and bad kids who do bad shit.
Hmm. True that.
Them kids don't care. And you can tell. They will cuss you out. They will do anything disrespectful as hell. I'm talking
Hmm.
about utmost disrespect. Now that's the difference. We're not gonna be disrespectful. We
Right.
gonna act like we got some sense. We just want to be out here and just do dumb shit because we don't want to listen. We,
Yeah.
we
We
we just
we
want to do
tried.
whatever.
We did dumb shit, and then we had to get caught doing our dumb shit. These motherfuckers don't
Right.
give a shit about getting caught. You know what I'm
That
saying?
too. We were scared of our parents. They're not scared of their parents.
Exactly.
Their parents want to be their friend. It's too many friendships. Like you want to hang out. Like somebody said, you too busy trying to get the bag and all of this stuff. People don't go to parent teacher conferences.
Hmm.
These people don't care about what they doing in school. All you want to do is show out. They at a game or something, then that's fine. But if they grades ain't, you don't even know if they learning anything.
Right.
We don't have a village anymore because parents don't want to have a village, but they think
Hmm.
they doing something with their kids, and their kids is out here just being reckless, watching what's that shit, Zeus, all of them baddies and all of that other kind of stuff. Like y'all, I, and then like for us, like if we was to tell our parents, right, we were getting bullied or picked on or whatever, what would our parents have done? What was the first thing
See,
our parents would have done?
that's a problem right there. You know what I'm saying? From my standpoint, because I grew up, we ain't taking no L's. You know what I'm saying? Either
Mm-hmm,
you gonna go back out there and fight some more, or we gonna
mm-hmm,
rally up and we all
mm-hmm,
going back out there and fight. Versus, you know what I'm
mm-hmm,
saying, going to the source or having a conversation with the parents or having a conversation in school, something like that. Usually in my household, it was like, no, you ain't getting your ass whooped. You
mm-hmm.
you go fight some more, or we all gonna jump in type shit.
But see, and then I come from a different household. I think I was in a little bit of both. My mama from the hood, but my mama is not hood. You would never know that my mama was from Inglewood, 61st and A, that she went to Lindblom, right? For real.
Hmm.
My mama ain't hood at all. Nowhere near. None. Not 1 ounce of it. So, I mean, but don't get me wrong. She ain't no punk.
Right.
She ain't no punk. But I had a little bit of both. It's go back outside and get your, you know what I'm saying? Don't come back in here unless you're going, whooping ass. But my
Mm-hmm.
mama was like that. She had that sensible brain too. She'll
Mm-hmm.
be the type to go to the school and want to have a conference and talk and all of that, want to have sit
Mm-hmm.
down with parents. So if I did some shit, you think I'm finna tell my mama, no, I'm not telling her shit because she want to go have conferences and so I'm not finna do that.
Right. Right.
I'm not gonna go tell my mama that I just, got into a fight. I'm gonna try to handle this shit my own way, somehow, some way, whatever the
Mm-hmm.
case. I had a fight with one girl twice. My mama ain't never know about that shit. I'm not gonna have no damn conversation at school with her mama for what? So we can have another
Right.
altercation after this shit is over with? Because I went and
Right.
told. No, we ain't doing that. We just gonna handle it. But
Right.
see, these kids, these parents is right in the shit with their kids. They want to go viral. They want to have a moment. Well, that shit backfired. Because that shit
Mm-hmm.
ain't cute.
I ain't even like the
These,
apology. Like the one girl
because
had
it's
her daughter
fake.
apologize. It was, I don't think it was fake. I think the little girl kind of got it, but you don't put that little girl out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's more layered than that. Like going and doing an apology live like that, that was more for the mama. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or
A
the
viral
whoever's
moment.
behind that. Yeah, a viral moment. You know what I mean? You could have you had to have a conversation with her, you gotta take her up to the school, you should have had to do it in front of everybody in public. Like the same way you had the infraction, do it in front of everybody in the middle of the street
That part.
and apologize right there. You ain't gotta even go viral back then. You know what I mean? If the
Mm-hmm.
lady had got jumped with her kids, would be like, "Yeah, I got some apologies for some parents." That's how you. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm holding my kid accountable. I'm doing." No, you ain't got to do all that.
Mm-hmm. Viral moment.
Viral moment.
Okay. But that's not good to go viral. And then you want to sit here and talk about some, oh, well, my kid, she makes A's and B. I don't give a damn what the grades
Ain't
got to
got
do
nothing to
with
do with it.
anything.
Ain't got nothing to do with it.
Because if that's the case, then that's what she should have been doing.
There's some evil, brilliant motherfuckers out here, like A's and B's and shit, bro. I'm telling
Like
you.
for real, like look at all of the crazy people, all the you know what I'm saying, the people who do whatever that we see in the news. They smart as
Hmm.
hell.
They smart as hell.
They smart as
And
hell.
see, this is the thing. You know what? I quote like celebrities say some smart shit every now and then. Cardi said something a long time ago. She was like, "You better be careful about bullying the motherfucker that's quiet and can't defend himself, yada yada, because they grow up to be some crazy motherfuckers, and they go off and like anybody you see like do like these mass shootings and shit like that. They ain't never the cool
Mm-hmm.
kids. They ain't never
Nope.
the high school jocks, the people on the basketball team, the football team. It's always some isolated dude that's been
Yep.
motherfucking probably bullied or has some, some social issues that don't know how to cope
Yep.
with shit. And you
Yep.
bullying, and that's triggering. That's so now the motherfucker want to go out and do some bad shit because
Exactly.
you didn't put it in them at an early age. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you're right. It's always the quiet ones. It's the quiet
Mm-hmm.
ones that's the baby, them the scariest ones. The quiet
Right.
ones is the scariest. The
Yeah.
ones who
Something
don't
wrong with them
say
motherfuckers.
nothing.
Exactly. You be like something. I remember like we had a kid in high school. I don't know if you remember a dude named Urkel. He's a little short, he was a little short, skinny dude. We used to call him Urkel and shit. And he was weird as shit. And like I said, I did both. I was been on both ends of it. So I
Mm-hmm.
bullied the shit out of dude. Like I used to trip this motherfucking, I was a bully. You know what I mean? Until like he got hurt, I tripped this dude. He fell on his fucking face, and I felt bad as shit. I felt horrible. It was like when you bully somebody, you get them laughs and
Right.
shit. But when it
Right.
go too far, I'm like, oh shit, I feel like shit. And that's sort of like to go to your point, like you have to have a conscience. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when enough is
Mm-hmm.
enough. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And that
Mm-hmm.
viral shit and keeping it going, and that's just like too much. That's when like your home training kicks in for me. Like you got to have a conscience. People that don't have no conscience are like in a moment, self awareness.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't been trained right. They ain't been
Mm-mm.
having no consequences to like let you know, hey, something's going on right now. You need to back up.
Right. They all want the clout. They want
The clout.
they
Yep.
want that moment. And it's not about that moment. That moment is gonna live forever. This moment is not a good look. This is gonna follow you now.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna follow you. And then when you see the parent, you understand why the kid act like that. Because if the parent ain't no different from the kid ain't no different from their parent.
Nope.
The parent don't care, the kid don't care.
Yep.
They don't care because they mama not gonna care. Do you think them kids now if they wouldn't have went and had their phones out, do you think them parents would have known about that? Do you think all of them parents would have been at OT break?
No, absolutely not.
Not at all.
No,
Not
because now
one
they've
psych.
shedding a light on you now. So now, you know what I'm saying. Now you want to step in because you don't want to look bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Viral moments, all about clout.
Viral
I swear,
moments.
it's so sad. This mental health, right there,
Mm-hmm.
right there. Them
Yep.
kids need to be after discipline and all of that stuff. Them kids need to be they need something because their parents ain't gonna give it to them. They need to have a win. We need to be able to have these villages back. I
Oh,
swear
for
we need to
sure.
have these villages back because I'm glad that I'm part of a village.
Mm-hmm.
I'm part of a village. I don't put myself in a village. I
Right.
got a village. And like one of my kids now, one of my daughter's best friend's sisters, she in college. I love that baby to death. Now she got about a whole bunch of brothers and sisters, and I'm sad to say, but everybody know that she my favorite. I like her a whole lot.
Sometimes you're her
But
favorite
I
now.
love all of the rest of them. I love all of the rest of them too. But ever since she was little, like I don't know what it was about her, but I would go over her mama's house. I'd be like, "You got homework? Let me see your homework. Let me see
Mm.
what you got." And then like it would be to a point I would go over there. Don't let me ask about her homework. She'd be like, "Miss Rhonda, I got homework. You want to see it?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, shit, I forgot. My bad." A
Mm-hmm.
village. Now where's she at? She in college.
Right.
I ain't gonna say I took all it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that was me, but I'm part of the village that helped to get her there. That's what we need. We need parents that actually give a fuck. Like we could talk to them kids like they are. And if I
Mm-hmm.
can't, then maybe I don't need to be in your village and your kids don't need to hang around man. Because if
For
you're
sure.
around me and man, I'm gonna treat you like you me and man.
For sure.
Know that.
For sure.
I'm gonna cut your because we used to get our asses whooped by the neighbors. And then get our asses beat when our moms came home.
Yeah, you couldn't bring that was my parents' thing. Don't if you brought some bad news home, if they heard about it in the neighborhood, that's nah. You ain't gonna that's a bad reflection on them. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna get your ass
Yes.
whooped off of that, off the strip. Don't be
It,
out here making me look like no fool.
embarrassing me.
Embarrassing the shit out of me. No.
Embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had two neighbors come knock on the door. The neighbor right across, Jesus. And then the neighbor down the street, because we had all of their kids in our house. I said, Lord,
See?
gee, my
I used
ass
I
beat.
used to hate that, bro. My niggas used to trick on me all the time for having company and shit. Are you snitching ass motherfucker? But
I did.
you was
I
doing some
know
shit we
my
ain't
mama
supposed to be
said, don't.
doing.
I know she said, don't open the door and don't be having no company. I know, but they was going to
Right.
be gone before she even got here. She wouldn't even know.
You know what I'm saying?
But now we got snitches. But see, these kids, the parents don't care. They don't care about being
People
embarrassed
don't
because
no, they
they
don't care no
embarrassing
more.
too.
Nah, they don't care like that no more. It's like we live in a society now, like it ain't my business. You know what I'm saying? It's like you look the other way. You know what I mean? You
Mm-hmm.
gotta know somebody to really get in their ass. Other than that, no, that ain't my
Mm-hmm.
business. I didn't see,
And
man.
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's
That's
super crazy.
crazy. Because it wasn't like that at first.
Mm-mm.
You used to check somebody else's kid in the store. Why is she acting like this? Would you? And then the mama wouldn't even say nothing. They'll just sit there and look at you while you sitting there chastising their child and keep on moving.
Not and they'll back you. They'll back you.
Like, oh, okay, yeah, because you was just clowning.
Correct.
Now, you ain't not saying nothing.
Oh, you
Knock
can't
your
say
ass
nothing
out now.
nobody
How about
kid,
that?
bro. You can't.
You can't. Because now you ready to fight the mama too. Shit.
That
Damn, I
part.
see why they acting like that. You know what? Never mind. You right. This ain't none of my business. Because yeah, you right.
Mm-hmm.
Not my business. And see, that's
Right.
what happens. That's how it becomes not my business. Because we got
Exactly.
parents like that. Don't say nothing to my baby. You can't. And then you be like, well, no, nope, you right. That's not my business. So now we have to turn the other cheek.
See, all that is like it's generational. You know what I'm saying? They probably
Yeah.
like that because either they didn't have anybody advocating for them growing up, so now they feel like every little infraction they got to step up for their kid, or they got to
Mm-hmm.
overly protect. You know what I'm saying? All
Mm-hmm.
this type of stuff because the foundation wasn't there. It starts at a very early
Exactly.
age. We like creatures of habit, very
Mm-hmm.
behavioral. You know what I mean? So anything that's
Mm-hmm.
been in the way we act now, we done picked it up at a very young age. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And it's crazy. It's they not like us.
Oh no.
They not like us. Because one thing I know, if we did wrong, our parents ain't gonna stick behind no bullshit. If we messed up, they're not sticking behind us on no mess up. If we
Mm-mm.
did right, and I was the same way. If you told me my child did something, let me tell you how I know if it was my child. If I can't hear what you just told me in my head in my child's voice, they ain't do it. Because I
Right.
know how my kid is. If I can't hear them saying that, you a lie. I know my child didn't say that.
Right.
But sometimes sometimes, and it also depends on the situation. Sometimes your kid could, pull a quick one under you, you know what I'm saying, slip one
Oh, for
past you.
sure.
But on 9 times out of 10, if you know your child, you're gonna stick behind them. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's sitting there, but if you know for sure, but these parents they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. You can have the shit on video that the boy done started the fight. They can be like, that ain't mine.
Right. I had to have this
That ain't.
conversation with my son. Like, I used to hate getting calls from like the school, man. I used to fuck
Mm-hmm.
me like these people ain't lying on you. That's what I used to tell them. Like it take a lot, like for somebody to stop their day, go fuck with you, get on the horn and call me. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
did something, my nigga. Like you did. You know what I mean? And then be
You
like,
have
no,
to do
but
what they said. Mm-hmm.
man, you did something. So it ain't no, but she don't like me or she be young, bro. There's a reason behind it. Maybe she don't like you, but you had to get her there before she didn't like you,
For her
or
not
he
to
didn't
like
like
you.
you. You know what I'm saying? You clown too much, or you late all the time, or you don't take this
Mm-hmm.
serious. You got something smart to say.
Mm-hmm.
This, and
Mm-hmm.
that. So,
Yep. I was the same way because I threatened the fear of Jesus in my kids. If the only thing you got to do is go to school, okay?
mm,
If I get one phone call from a teacher, it's gonna be a problem. Let me tell you how many times I have two girls. Let me tell you how many times on both hands I can count how many times I got called into that school for both kids. Please don't play with me. Because if the phone ring and the teacher call, oh yeah, what's the point? Why is she calling my phone? What was you doing? I had to go.
right,
I got a phone call for one, and then I got a phone call for both of them, and I had to go up to the school for both of them. So I only got so what? That's four.
mm,
Please don't play with me. And then they used to get mad. You always taking the teacher's side. Cause what you fucking up? Why is they calling me? Cause I told you don't have no teachers calling
bro.
me. So
That
apparently
part,
you did something. Cause I told you don't have them call me.
right?
Yep, and I'm finna chastise you in front of the teacher, in front of the yep, cry. I don't give a goddamn because you had them call me. I was at work, I was doing something, not supposed to be here.
Yeah, see that man. I remember I didn't drove from downtown. I ain't got a call. Let me use this lunch break to go straighten this out. You know what I'm saying? Let me get you some attitude adjustment going on. Drove them
Oh,
downtown, handled my business, got them straight, and then drove back to work like
go
nothing
back to
even
work.
happened. You know what I'm saying?
Not these parents. Not
But
these
have you
parents. It's a
noticed
pat on the
though?
back.
Have you noticed how old are your kids?
25 and 28.
Okay, so they've been out of high school for a minute. So
Mm-hmm.
my kids now, I'm noticing that their teachers are babies.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like they teachers are
Yes.
like sub 30. Which
Yes.
is like
One of my
wild to
babies from
me.
school. Yes, I got two babies from my church. They are both teachers in high school teachers at CPS.
See
And they
what?
not even 30 yet.
See that part? That's crazy. Like all of our teachers, man, they was old. They was like we used to look at
Excuse
them
me.
like, man, you old as fuck.
They look like they was 1 foot close to Jesus. We ain't had
You know what
no
I'm
young damn
saying?
teachers. None of our teachers, I'm talking about from elementary all the way up to high school. All of our teachers looked like they was on their way to the Lord.
You know what I'm saying? Real time.
All of them.
Real time. We had no young teachers, bro. Like I think Miss Banks was probably our youngest teacher. She was even 40 something.
Shit, hell, what's Miss what was the damn gym teacher name? Who used to cuss everybody out?
Felton,
Yeah. Miss Felton was old.
old as
Miss
fuck.
Olaf was old. Miss Olaf was old.
Old as shit. Now you coming in, they 30 some years old, and they be it's crazy though. They go viral too. Like these young girls, they be in their classroom and they want to show their little lesson plan and go live and show their little selfies in class. Like what's going on, man?
These kids ain't even been out of high school, what, almost 10 years, barely. So the age gap is like super close. Like one of my kids, we was just talking about this at dinner at the church on Sunday, and she was saying how she ended up getting hit. It was a fight in the hallway, and she ended up getting hemmed up in the fight. And she couldn't go nowhere because they thought that she was one of the kids. And she a whole teacher.
See, that's the young. See,
But she still looked
YN.
like them
We
too.
got YNs teaching YNs, bro.
And she
Real
was like, I
talk.
couldn't go nowhere. She was like, I was stuck. I couldn't move. I said, ain't this a bitch? Because they thought that she was one of the kids.
That's crazy.
I can't. So we finna jump off of this because we yeah, I just wanted
Oh,
to
we going
talk
there
about
all
that
day.
because that subject will be talked about again because Lord Jesus in heaven, this shit is just crazy. And then we will also talk about, I'm going to also go back to that episode with the lady who got turned away from South Lake the other day and had her babies 8 minutes later in a car. Yeah,
I
that
heard
shit
about
right
that a
there.
little bit. Yep.
Yeah, that was crazy in itself. But anywho, we're gonna get back to the topic at hand, and that is you, sir. So, hey y'all, hey. So as you can see, I've been talking to Corey Smothers. He is a fellow Washington High School alum. We both went to the same high school. He graduated from Chicago State University with a BS in Business Administration. He has a MBA in Finance from Keller Graduate School. He well, damn, look at that. Has my bad.
Shit.
Has an MBA in data analytics from DePaul University. He is currently working for CVS Health. He is here to represent the husbands, fathers, and Black men from all walks of life, from all walks of life. He is also a husband, and he is the father to 5 children. And so he came on here because he would like to tell us and talk to us about Black men dealing with mental health issues and also going to therapy, um, and how that affects, Black men in our community. So, Corey, I'm going to give you the floor to let the people, give you a little background of yourself, and then we can go ahead and get started.
Yeah. So, like I told you, I like really appreciate it and admire you for doing this platform. And it's kind of it's a taboo subject, especially around Black men about mental health, because
Mm-hmm.
like I mentioned a little bit earlier, we grew up with a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Either generationally or something that we kind of experienced early on in life, and not having like the tools or the guidance to kind of navigate through them, it leads
Mm-hmm.
to a whole bunch of things like anxiety, depression, um, just overall sickness and not knowing how to deal with it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of went through that kind of like I said early on in life, but not really knowing like mental health is probably it's a term that's probably coined or a little bit more popular in the last 10 years or so, but it was probably
Mm-hmm.
it's an ongoing thing, like I said, from birth, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um and it probably like little things probably start creeping up with me. Like I heard a lot of people talk about during COVID, when things like start going left, like that's like a real crazy time, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
nobody knows what's going on. A lot of us, I think, went through like separation anxiety, just kind of deal with like the new norm, not knowing what COVID is, not knowing like 6 feet. What is this 6 feet? Being told no all the time. No, we can't let you in here.
Mm-hmm.
No, we got capacity. No, no, no. We got, and all these restrictions just dropped on you like that. That's a, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what's going on? And then I had an
Mm-hmm.
accident right around that time too. So during that time, I got hit by a car by some YNs, and still go back in them. And it just kind of
Mhm.
messed me up, man. I felt like when you're injured, and I heard Wapa talk about this a little bit when she was going through cancer, man. Like when you're going through something physical, like support is huge because the physical part of it, can't nobody really, support you. Come out, can't nobody be like, yo, let me take this pain off you real quick. You can get a
Right.
break while you're healing, while you're physically
Mhm.
healing. So yeah, it gets real lonely, you know what I'm saying? Again, like it's COVID. I'm at home by myself. My son was home with me, but you know, getting calls from the teacher. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
Khalil ain't on camera. Motherfucker, what you want me to do? Like you want you expecting I ain't on camera right now either. You know what I'm saying? You want me to have this
Right.
motherfucker on camera for 8 hours? Like leave me alone. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But during those times though, man, like I was going through it, and one of the things that like really, really started to affect me was no matter, what I was going through, all of my expectations that were on me were still, what I'm saying, people still expecting me to be the same person. I still had to be a father, still had to be a husband, I still had the same
Mhm.
responsibilities without, what I'm saying, having anything taken off my shoulders, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm
Mhm.
busted up and I'm in the cast and I can't move it, but it's still, hey daddy, can you take me somewhere? Can I get $40? Or damn, this water heat is going out. We need to go fix this. And then like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
when do I get
Mhm.
my break? And so a lot of that was like really, really heavy for me. And especially like when you're looking for support, you expect it from like your peoples, right? Some of your
Mhm.
day ones, etc. And when you don't get that, it's disappointing. You know what I mean? Like you
Mhm.
start to examine friendships and relationships and even family. 'Cause unfortunately, like black people in general, like we kind of reconcile somebody being okay by looking at them for us. You know what I'm saying? So if
Mhm.
something happened to you,
Mhm.
if I lay eyes on you, I'm like, oh, she good. It's not
Right.
until like it's too late or somebody dies or something, then that's the extreme. We take it to extreme to figure out somebody's not okay. But if you lay eyes on,
Mhm.
oh, they'll be good. That's our thing. You know what I'm saying? All right,
Mhm.
he messed up a little bit, but he'll be good. Not knowing like, no, you ain't
Mhm.
around. You don't know what I'm going through, man. I'm like, I got PTSD, like the real kind, like waking up like Nightmare on Elm Street in the middle of the night, like gasping for breath. You know what I mean? Like somebody
Mhm.
chasing me or something dangerous, imminent, shit like that.
Mhm.
So it just was like a whole bunch, and it got to the point where I had a breakdown, man. Like, me and my wife was arguing about something, and then it just came out. I didn't even know like what was really wrong with me until I came out and said it. It was like,
Mhm.
I'll take care of everybody, but nobody take care of me. You know what I mean? And when I said it, I'm like,
Mhm.
damn. And then, them tears start rolling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When the black man
Right.
start crying, it's like,
Right.
damn, you know what I'm saying? I'm going through a lot. I need to go talk to somebody about some stuff. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
I did exactly what a lot of black men do, get lazy about it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got to go find a
Mhm.
provider. How do I find a provider? Who do I
Mhm.
trust? Yada, yada, yada.
Mhm.
So I had toyed around with the idea for a while until I finally like was like, yo, I need to take this seriously. Let me like do the homework, do the research, and find somebody to talk to. And
Mhm.
it was helpful, man. Like just the conversations and like being able to like navigate and understand like why I'm going through it. Like it's okay for me to feel the way that I'm feeling, and
Mhm.
actually moving past some of the feelings that I was having.
Mhm. Well, shit. You just answered the first damn question.
So what was the first question?
So my first question was gonna be, what made you decide to finally start therapy, and what was the breaking point, a moment of realization for you? Bam, you
Oh,
just answered it.
okay, yeah. So
Unless there's
it
more.
was there. Just to elaborate, you know what I'm saying? Like again, I'm still expected. I'll never forget it, man. I was in the same spot I was in right now. I'm sitting in. So I painted like this whole area. This is like my little man cave area. So
Mhm.
I'm just healing up, but now I gotta paint. So,
Mhm.
your kids ain't gonna help. This motherfucker walking by you, go to the bathroom, go back upstairs. So man, that started to trigger me. Damn nigga, you ain't gonna offer me no hand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then it become, all right, I'm down here. You ain't gonna bring me nothing to drink, huh? You ain't gonna bring me no food. I can't get a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff started, you get started to get irritated. Like somebody, it's like you doing the dishes and somebody motherfucker bring a dish and sit it on the counter. Like, motherfucker, I see him doing these dishes. Why you add to the motherfucker problems and shit? But then it became like, I remember it was my birthday weekend. So
Mhm.
it became like, all right, what you gonna do for my birthday? And I didn't necessarily get celebrated. A lot was going on too. Like we had a death in
Mhm.
the family at the same time. So it was a lot of stuff going on. But then it was like, God damn, man, like when do I get when do I get a win? You know what I mean? It's like I can't
Right.
get a
Right.
win. And so I
Right.
just like I japped out, man. It's like, yo, man, y'all motherfuckers take me for granted because we do that, man. I think we do it all with like parents, kids, etc. We take people for granted because
Mhm.
that's our source. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
they are there for us all the time. So they're there for
Mhm.
us to lean on. But it's like I'm not
Mhm.
getting appreciated. And I was talking to
Right.
a few of my homies and they was like, yeah, man, you just sound like you feel unappreciated.
Mhm.
And at the time it's like, yeah, God damn it, I want some fucking appreciation. That's what the fuck I want. But now when you don't get
Right.
it, you don't feel validated, it just turns
Mhm.
into a blow up. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
holding all these feelings in and not communicating it to nobody. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was
Right.
feeling all these type of ways, but not really telling nobody. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it just got to the point where, what I'm saying, escalated.
Mhm. And maybe because you didn't know, like maybe how to articulate what it was that you was feeling,
Mhm. Pretty
or
much
maybe
just not being able to
okay.
just like saying it out loud, you know what I'm saying, or telling
Mhm.
somebody. Like you feel,
Mhm.
you feel like
Something.
something, you know what I'm saying, whether it's
Mhm.
angry or disappointed or yada, yada. But we all,
Mhm.
I'm an angry black man for most of the time. So I think I carry that
Angry,
shit around
look,
all the
angry
time.
black man, angry black woman. Woo, we just mad.
You know what I'm
We just
saying?
fucking say mad.
You know what I'm
God
saying?
damn.
So it's like, man, this ain't nothing new, but you still only can stay
Mhm.
angry if you don't like get to the source of why you're angry or eliminate the anger or address it. You just continuously be angry. So I'm like, man,
Mhm.
it just got to the point where it's boiled over.
Exactly. They don't. They right. Some people don't even know they're going through it, and
Mm-mm.
that's the one thing about so what I'm learning too, because I'm trying to get certified to be a couple of things, but one is a mental health first aid. And so what I'm learning is that we use the terms mental health. Wait, hold on. I got it. Mental health, mental health and mental challenge and mental disorder. Like all three of
Mm-hmm.
those are all totally different things and we use them interchangeably, but we all have something, whether it's a diagnosis of being, a mental health, whether we're
Mm-hmm.
dealing with something with, we have a situational, like, during the season we having something going on, but then it'll go away. So there's three different things, three different mental health realms that we can go under. And like she said, they don't know. A lot of us don't know because we think that it's just whatever's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So whatever's going on right now is just on top of what we already don't know that's pissing us off. So now we
Right.
already got something in us that we're mad about, but we don't know what it is, and it's we suppressing it. It's down here.
It's always a suppression.
It's
It's
always a
never really
suppression.
one thing that like gets you
Yep.
to that point. It's
Yep.
always like there's a starting point at point A, B, C, and like
Mm-hmm.
as you go along, if you don't unpack A to B, B gonna be there by the time you get to Z. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't
Yep.
unpacked it. So now you carrying
Yep.
around all this baggage and because you don't know how to like you don't know what you're going through. You just think,
Mm-hmm.
man, especially
You
when you
just.
see it a lot, like we've seen people angry, you know what I'm saying? Like people
Mm-hmm.
get pissed off, your family, your
Mm-hmm.
cousins, yada yada yada. And he'd be like, "Oh, he japping out," and then we go away. You know what I'm saying? We
Mm-hmm.
get back to the
Mm-hmm.
laughs, etc. But
Mm-hmm.
then you still have not solved the root of the problem. And it
Yep.
wasn't until I got to therapy, man. He started bringing up shit like 10 years ago that I ain't even. I knew I was mad about. It. I knew I felt the way about it, but I didn't know it was weighing
Mm-hmm.
me down like that. Like just some
Mm-hmm.
things with my kids, with my relationship. It's like, yo, I'm still mad about this.
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know how to like
Mm-hmm.
say, yo, I'm mad about this, and we ain't get down to the bottom of it, but I've been
Mm-hmm.
carrying it, and now anything and that thing could be a trigger. You know what I'm saying? Anything in
Right.
that neighborhood for
Yep.
whatever you're dealing with, something
Yep.
that reminds you and clicks in your brain, that's a trigger. Now you angry all over again. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
And we live in our subconscious. So we live in our
Mm-hmm.
subconscious. We don't live in our conscious mind. That's why we get triggered. That's why things that happens to us now triggers something from that happens to us in the back. And it's the back shit, that
Mm-hmm.
subconscious shit that we don't know what it is. That's because like you said, it's a combination of stuff that's just on top and on top and on top. And like you said, if you don't heal the first thing, then when you get to the second thing, by the time you get here, you got to unpack all of this just to get back down to the original problem.
Right. Exactly.
Because even though you got all of these other problems, you got to hit all of these before you get down here, because this still is the main reason why you mad,
Oh
and you
yeah, we've
still
been
got to figure
band-aiding.
this out.
Yeah, we've been
Yeah.
band-aiding the real problem, and now it's compounded by other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and that is true. um and that's also a generational thing. A men have this thing where we feel we can't show weakness, we have a hold on it. This
Oh,
is true,
I
but
thought
this
about this.
is
We talked about this in our phone
we did.
conversation about being able to cry and
Yeah.
how that impacts you at a young age. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
we grew up
Because
like
it
stop
starts
that
from
fucking
childhood.
crying. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And if you ever
Yep.
notice, if you tell a young kid, a young boy to stop crying, what do? They see they be crying. You tell them stop crying, and it turns to anger. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now they holding it
Yep.
in. And you say they
Now they
breathing
mad.
hard, and now they going through some anxiety. Now that starts to that carries over to it as an adult. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And not
Mm-hmm.
knowing like crying is a release. Get that shit out. But we not taught that.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't like they was in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to show that weakness. Nah, you crying, man.
Right.
You weak as hell.
And I never even thought about that, like from the crying to the anger. But you're right. As soon as you tell a boy to stop crying, he suck it up and then he get tight
Mm-hmm.
chest. He get
Tight
real
chest
tight
all
chest.
in
His
the
face get all
faces.
turned. Yeah. Everything
Mm-hmm.
just get real tight until he's over it. And then
Right.
once he's over it, he go back to being the baby again, or whatever the case may
Correct.
be. And I hate that my brother does that to my nephew, because my nephew was what, 8, 9 years old, and he does that, stop crying. And we be mad. And he growing up in the household full of women, just like my brother did. I don't give a damn, boy, cry. The hell, I ain't got time
Man,
for
get
that.
that
Go
shit
ahead and cry.
out.
I'm gonna need you to cry.
Because
Cry
what
so you
that
go back and be
is when you
regular.
hurt and disappointment as an adult, your motherfucking mechanism to to correct it is anger. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's why we men are like we get angry. So like our go to for a lot of black men is anger. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I'm like fuck, man. And sometimes you know what I'm saying that could be a release. You can curse and jap out if you need to. You need to, but holding on to it and being mad, not like you know what I'm saying, getting over stuff. We don't get over stuff like
Nope.
we should.
Nope. And I'm guilty of that too. I'm guilty of holding on to stuff, just holding up. I hold on to it until I feel like I'm ready to let it go.
Exactly.
But then guess what I didn't do? I didn't fix what the hell just made me mad. I
No, you
didn't
just
fix it.
threw it in the back. Yeah, you over it for now, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not resolved.
At
Big
all.
time.
And so, like you said, so then that makes us the angry black man, the angry black woman. We just
Hmm.
angry all the damn time because
Right.
we have not been allowed to release our emotions. And then
Hmm.
because we teach that it's so systemic, that's why I refuse to tell my boys that cry, get it out. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly, because that's what they supposed to do.
Hmm.
But we instill that in them, and that's so crazy that we do that, because we are, and it's not coming from men, because most households that the boys are coming from are with women,
Hmm.
and we are teaching our boys not to be strong. We
Hmm.
are teaching them to be, I mean, not to be weak. We are teaching them that crying. Oh, okay. I'm sorry for my language, Facebook. We will try to
Is that
curtail
what
the
that was? I saw
language
that
that is
earlier.
being used. I'm sorry. Okay. My bad. That's okay, because guess what? This time next year, we're going to be on a platform where I can just be like, boo, boo, boo.
I don't even want the booze. Like,
I don't either. I don't want to be, but anyway,
let it ride.
we're gonna have to be an adult. I'm gonna have to use my church.
Look here. I'm sure
I'm gonna have to use
hopefully
my
church cuss
words.
too.
Yeah, I
Let
know,
them
but
use you.
I don't cuss in the sanctuary, and I got my church people on here, and they already know. So I'm gonna use my minister mouth,
There
and
you
not
go.
my outside mouth. I'm gonna use my
Let them
minister
use
mouth.
you.
Hallelujah. So stupid. Okay, I'm gonna use my mannerable mouth, and not use the bad language. Okay, but
Right.
yeah.
But yeah, Dwayne's brought that up when he was on here, man. Like, don't nobody want, like, if you show up as a man, nobody, you can't show up with problems. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, nobody want to,
Mm-hmm.
like, you got to show up as you got to have some resolutions. I don't want to be, I don't have to fix you. I
Mm-hmm.
got to show up and I got to fix you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So now
Right.
you suppress all that.
Mm-hmm. And then what do? We get into a relationship, and now what? All of that's coming with us.
All that's coming with,
So
yep,
we always say that we don't have baggage, but guess what? Everybody come into a relationship with emotional baggage.
for
Everybody,
sure.
unless you've healed from it. And guess what?
Hmm.
We have not done. We
We
ain't
ain't
healed from
healed
Jack.
from. Man, that's something that me and my wife both had to discover. We didn't discover that until like a year or so ago. We've been together damn 20 years. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like we come in the door with some shit that, you know what I'm saying, we ain't came together, but we still
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker. Not that we're like there's a difference between like holding on, being heartbroken for something, not being over somebody,
Right.
versus having that experience, have some of the same experiences that you've been in and not reconciling who you are in those experiences. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yep.
So we came together like, and when you come together, y'all motherfucking making a sandwich of problems. You know what I'm saying? y'all motherfucking y'all bring y'all problems together. So we was fucked up for a long time. Just, you know what I'm saying, not knowing how
Mm-hmm.
to deal with our individual selves. You know what I mean?
Right. Because that's what happens. We bring our own individual problems into a relationship, but because we haven't healed, now it becomes everybody's problem in the relationship. Now I got my issues, you got your
Hmm.
issues, and then we got our issues together.
Correct.
So now we just all over the place, and we don't know where to start. And so the first thing we do is we get what? Mad. And so now everybody in the household is mad,
Hmm.
but no apparent reason. Nobody know why though, but everybody just mad.
Walk
And
around for
then
days for mad.
relationship.
Like, man, I'm telling you, in my early 20s, 30s, I walk around weeks mad without no resolution until I get tired of being mad. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing like how to talk about what's making me mad. You just walk around blue in
Right.
the face.
Just being mad.
Just turned you know what I mean? It's
We
crazy.
that's okay. We're gonna get better. We're gonna get better. We just gonna get better. Question number two. How has therapy changed the way you deal with your emotions or communicate as a black man? That's
Man, it helped me a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just from I remember my first therapy session was like it was therapeutic. You know what I mean? So you listen to
mm-hmm,
my story, and then you know, I was telling them I'm always fucking angry. that
mm-hmm,
was the session we led with. And I'm like, yo, man, I'm always angry. He listened,
mm-hmm.
yada yada yada, unpacked everything. So he's like, all right, so tell me, like, when you're disappointed like that, why do you choose anger? It's like, nigga, I'm mad. Okay, he's like, yeah, okay, you're angry, but why is that your go-to? Because you have to choose anger. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be disappointed, you can be hurt,
Mm-hmm,
etc. But you have to
mm-hmm.
choose to be angry about it. You know what I'm saying?
That's deep. Okay.
So he hit me with that, and I was stumped. I was like, "Well, nigga, like you ain't hear me say, man, that's what you here for? You tell me." but he hit me with that, man, and it was like, you know what? That's a good point. I did just like what you did. I said, damn, you gotta,
That's
you know what I'm saying?
crazy.
You gotta choose, you know.
Being angry is a choice.
Hmm. Like just like you know what I'm saying, you wait sometimes you being happy is a choice. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Even when you go to work, you know what I'm saying, you got a coworker or a boss or something that you don't like, what do you say? You know, I ain't gonna let these motherfuckers get on my nerve today.
How you doing
That's a
too much?
choice right there. I ain't gonna let them do like you're making a choice right then and there. How are you going to show up and not let X, Y, and Z affect you? It's the reverse being angry. You know what? I'm not gonna get mad about this. I can feel a way about it. Yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm,
disappointed. I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
But to go to Angry mode? No, I'm not gonna do
Okay, so I guess because I was gonna say you going too far with that coworker thing. Um,
that. Don't get walked about, but
I would say you want a little bit too far, but I get what you're saying though, because right, we make the choice. We say, okay, am I? But see, I don't think right. If we don't say we're gonna have a good day. We just gonna say we ain't
Mhm.
gonna let these people get on our nerves. We just gonna just go in there, mind our business, go to work, da da da. So
Correct.
that is a choice. But I never you. Lord have mercy. I'm telling you, I be learning stuff from y'all. I never realized that being angry was a choice. I'm out. I used to always be mad, but I used to just be mad cause like.
See, yeah, it's the initial
Good, to
part.
leave me alone,
Whatever you're
like
mad at is coming from
it ain't got
something else.
nothing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always comes from, like I said, you disappointed or feel a way about something. But why does it have to turn to angry? You can be disappointed and live in your disappointment, or you're hurt and feel that. You know what I'm saying? That's an emotional feeling. But to be mad about something and blue in the face, and you know what I'm saying, walking around just
Mm-hmm.
angry, that's a choice.
Mm-hmm. Being angry is a that's it. Okay. Dang,
Yeah.
that okay. Like that's the that's blowing me. Like, okay. I don't know
Hmm.
why that seems so like it should seem like common sense, but if we don't think about it like that, it's really not. It should be. But being angry is a choice. Like you choose to be angry. You choose to be mad. You choose to be happy. Do you choose to be happy? Or does happiness just come? Or you can make a
You can
choice
choose
to
to
be
be
happy.
happy. You can choose to be happy. Like I think somebody just said something in the comment. There are natural, you know what I'm saying, responses to things. Those are emotions. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like over, but I don't think anything like an emotion. You have to get to mad. Even when somebody pushing your buttons, it goes from they irritating you. All
Mm-hmm.
right, you irritating me. Now I'm getting mad about it. Now I gotta
Mm-hmm.
respond. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So again, like the natural stuff, your emotions are your emotions. I just think
Mm-hmm.
like the way it was brought to me and I received it was like, man, you choosing to be mad. You know what I mean? Like you got to get there.
Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Real
And the
talk.
only
Once I
reason
like,
why I could receive that is because I'm trying to be less of an angry mad person
hmm
that people say that I am. So I can hear what it is that you're saying. That's why I'm sitting here like, dang, for real. Okay. If I wasn't open to it, I'd be like, maybe you sound crazy. But I'm open to it because it makes sense.
hmm
Now I
real
gotta
talk.
fix
Like I
that.
was the same way. I was the same way. Like whatever it is that was making me mad I would just go straight to mad though. You know what I mean? Whatever
Yeah.
emotion that was, you go straight to mad. And being an
Yeah.
angry black person. You know what I mean?
Okay, so
But
I just
not
had this.
recognizing and taking, all right, what is it that's making me feel this way before I get to the madness? You know what I'm saying? Well, all right, somebody just said something I didn't like the way they hurt my feelings, or you feel away. You know what I mean?
Hmm. So I just had a thought. Does us going to being mad make us feel better? Like, is that why
That
we
was in
automatically go
bam.
there? And
See,
I'm
you getting
not
in?
saying make. I'm not gonna say make us feel better, but it make us feel a type of like I don't know how to make it make sense.
No, you getting on it.
Um,
This is something I touched on in therapy too. That was the exact question. Therapist asked me, he's like, okay, when you mad, how does it make what do you do with that? How does it make you just mad and then what? So, well, nigga, I'm just mad. You see, I'm like, I'm mad. I'm mad. Okay. He's like,
right.
and you're mad, and then what do you do with that madness? Do you stay being mad, or do you decide
Mm-hmm.
not to be mad again? So, if you're gonna decide not to be mad at some point to get over it, how about we not decide to be mad in the first place?
See,
Because
because it's
you can't do nothing with the madness
you,
instead of staying mad and getting
yeah,
over when you want to get over it. But you either address the emotion that you're going to get you there, or you
or
just
you
gonna go to
don't,
that
or
mad
just
spot
don't
and
go there,
yeah,
or
don't go
just
there in the
don't go
first
there.
place. Yeah,
Cause that's what I swear. Every time you say that, I'm sitting there like, just being mad make us happy. Now, I mean, not happy, but
Doesn't
this
resolve
being
anything.
mad does something to us. Does being mad automatically instead of you? But some of us, we are learning as a
Correct.
community. We are learning about emotional intelligence.
Hmm.
So because I think we don't have that, we haven't been taught really emotional intelligence, that it may be because of our childhood and upbringing, not saying for everybody, but maybe we do that because it's a defense mechanism. It's something that's automatic. It's something that we know. We don't know how
It's
else
probably
to respond to anything
in
else.
my household. That was the only thing I knew. So growing up, motherfuckers stayed mad. Everybody was mad. Nobody talked anything out. All right, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, let's have a family meeting and let's get down to the problem. We ain't doing.
Oh
Motherfuckers
yeah,
was mad.
we got a whooping. We got
You
beat.
got a
We got in
whooping.
trouble. We got beat. So
Yep,
that's automatic anger. So right. So it's generational then,
it's
because our
generational.
parents, if we disappointed our parents or we did something to make them mad. So instead of them sitting us down, because what they call it today, gentle parenting,
Hmm.
whatever. Um. So because I'm like literally, this is what I'm thinking. So if that's what if as adults somebody pushes our buttons and we get whatever, the first emotion that we have is being mad, right?
Hmm.
Instead of, okay, so like you said, why am I feeling like this? Why is this da 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 da? Instead of like taking a step back and being like, okay, wait, right?
Hmm.
To control our emotions, to feel like, to have some kind of emotional regularity to where we are understanding what it is that's going on, but we don't have that because we were never taught that.
Correct.
So, but because we were never taught that, because when we just, and I, like I said, I'm not speaking for everybody household, but I'm just
Hmm.
saying for the majority of us that came from that household, from that place, when we made our parents mad, the first thing they did was beat us.
They beat
I
us, they
mean,
yell at us, and then we end up being
you,
mad, just like they mad. Now everybody in the house
yeah,
mad.
and
I'm
then
mad. They
then I
mad at
have,
me because I ain't do what I was supposed to do. I'm mad at them because they didn't discipline me. Yada yada. Now we mad.
because what the first thing they do, they ask you why you did it, right? Sometimes
Right.
they ask you why you did it, and
And
then if
they
you
still
don't
bop
give
you.
them
They don't give you the
exactly,
answer
because
that
if
they
you,
want. You get popped. I'm like,
that
damn,
part,
nigga,
if
I
you
ain't
tell the
know.
truth or tell a lie,
Can I
you
get a
still get
lifeline? I can't phone a friend. You gonna just pop me because
it.
I don't know. I don't have the words to articulate the answer to your question right now. So you gonna give me one upside my head. You know what I'm saying?
It's like if I tell the truth, I'm gonna get in trouble. If I tell a lie, I'm gonna get in trouble. So either which way it go, I'm still gonna get in trouble. You still finna get the switch, the broom, the stick, the belt, the stitch cord, the whatever, and you
Correct.
still finna knock me upside my head. But then our parents don't come back to us and talk to us about why. What do they say? This hurts me more than it hurts you. Well, then how about you? Let's switch places and let's see how much that hurt.
It had to be the nuclear ones that I got talking to afterwards, and it was basically because they felt bad. You know what I'm saying? It was probably both, to be honest with you. It was probably all right. I don't want to be beating the shit out of him like this, so let me talk to him now. They should have been in the first. You know what I'm saying? Like
First place.
it should have been in the first place. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Versus,
Right.
all right, let me hit him with these. Let me hit him with these licks, and then talk to him afterward. Well, if you would have gave me the nuggets beforehand, maybe I wouldn't have got the licks. You know what I'm saying?
That
But
part.
again, generational, they grew up with that shit. You got fucked up. My
Mm-hmm.
parents from the South.
Mm-hmm.
One
Mm-hmm.
time. Yeah, we'll tell something one time and then
That's it.
it's
It's a
that's a
one and
wrap.
done. It's
Wrap.
a one and done.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's because that is what we know. That's what we gravitate to. That's how we respond to things.
Mm-hmm.
But like when our kids start having kids, because I ain't got no grandbabies yet, but our kids would now, because we are at a point to where we're able to now try to teach it to them. I mean, sometimes it's never too late, because we're now starting to recognize, hey, we may have not been able to raise y'all like that, but let's have this talk, because now my kids are at the point to where they like, mom, you did such and such. I may not have beat my kids, but what I said to my kids still affected them the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And me thinking like, I ain't. They be like, Ma, you said such and such, and you said this, and you told us this, and this, and this, and this, and I'm like, dang, I thought I was pretty decent, but nope, I wasn't. I mean, hold on, let me correct that. Yeah, I was, because they graduated college and all that good stuff, and I ain't got no grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
But on the flip side, my mama used to beat the holy crap out of me. I ain't beat them. I tried. I thought I talked to them. They said, I don't know, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know, but I didn't beat them. But still, my form of discipline is still just the same way, just being mad instead of trying to have a conversation. Or if I did have a conversation with it, it's like I'm being impatient with their answers.
Correct.
Because once again, they're not giving me the answers that I
Well, I
want.
don't know. And you know what? I had to get myself out of that. Like you ask them why, and they don't know. That like
You
that
do
burnt
know.
me up. You know what I'm saying? They do know. I think they definitely know, but you stepping on their neck, and they don't know how to deal with pressure situation right there. So it frustrates us
Mm-hmm.
because they ain't motherfucking answering the way we want them to answer. So
Mm-hmm.
it took me a while. So I
Mm-hmm.
used to. So we got a blended family. I got two step kids and three kids on my own.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the oldest is a boy, and like you said, the moms. My wife used to beat the shit out of him. Like I felt bad for my nigga until like I had to study. Like, but she's worried about raising a weak young boy. So you used to
Mm-hmm.
handle my man. I was like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? I don't even fuck him up like that. Like you can't be
Mm-hmm.
putting hands on me
Mm-hmm.
like that. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So let's chill. So we took a different approach, and it took me saying that for her to like take the reins off. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
my son is the last one. He's a boy, and it got to the point where I was fucking him up. I was fucking him up like constantly until like he had them. I barely put his hand. He had a breakdown, like a real
Mm-hmm.
breakdown in front of me. Like, oh, you
Mm-hmm.
always fucking hitting me. I'm like, wait a minute,
We
nigga.
gotta
Like,
stop using the F word for they
oh,
being out my thing.
oh, my
Just
bad.
say beating.
Yeah, I was beating him, and he's
Mm-hmm.
like, you're always in. I was like, man, wait a minute, bro. I probably can count on my hand how many times, but he can't
Mm-hmm.
handle that. You know what I'm saying? So it kind
Mm-hmm.
of brought to like, all right, I'm gonna do what I probably expected my parent, or wish my parents would do. Like you
Mm-hmm.
still can get effed up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna talk to you first. And it's
Right.
usually actually I done seen some better results.
The
So all
change.
right, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna talk to you about this instead of put my hands on you because you be feeling away talking about I'm doing X, Y, and Z. So I done ask you to do
Mm-hmm.
this, this, and this, and usually of course correct. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But it was
Mm-hmm.
like that tough love type stuff where no, I'm not raising the same kid that grew up in my generation. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. And see now, because back in our day and back in our parents' day, a kid was to be seen and not heard.
Hmm.
There was no expressing how you feel. There was no saying nothing. They parents didn't care how you feel. I don't care about your feelings. Who cares about
No,
your feelings? Don't nobody care about your feelings. See, that's the
correct.
problem. We need to care about our children's feelings because they have them.
Hmm.
And we do need to learn how to talk to them because they're people.
Hmm.
They're people. They little
Correct.
people. They little us. They mini us. They are us.
Hmm.
And so they have the rights to be spoken to as such. Instead of us just negating the fact that they got feelings. So just because they did something, don't okay, that's fine. So they did something, it disappointed us. So now
Hmm.
let's talk about it. Let's talk about the reason why you did what you did. All right. Now
Right.
I'm going to tell you why that made me feel the way I felt. And so now we finna have this conversation and then let's move on.
Right.
That's not gentle parenting, that's just being a parent. And see, we need to
Hmm.
take the gentle off. And because the reason why we put that gentle parenting on is because why? Because we all know why we got the gentle parenting now. We all know what that means. Because they've been doing gentle parenting for how long? Oh,
Oh
Tommy,
man.
don't.
Don't do it.
Oh.
Exactly. Exactly.
They've been doing that, right? Gentle
Hmm.
parenting. But now all of a sudden, because we want to start gentle parenting and talking, no, because we want to start talking to our kids, it's called gentle parenting. No, it's called being a parent, period. It's just now we're learning how to parent differently. That's
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
thing.
take some. I can take some cues from them, but I ain't gonna never be in their same space because they
Yeah,
take
no,
it. They're just appearing is they
no.
take they take too many L's with their gender parenting.
You
Like,
right. I'm not
yeah,
talking to you like you my
Tommy,
friend.
don't do
Right.
that. And Tommy be
No,
like, man, and Tommy
I'm
jabbing
gonna
off on you.
shoulder that you.
Nope. It's not gonna happen. Nah, it's not like we're not doing that.
At all. Like, no, we're because I'm not trying to talk to you as my friend. I'm talking to you as a child, an adult to a child, to let you know that you were wrong. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not finna sit here and pacify you. I'm finna discipline you because this is another form of discipline. It's just that we don't have to put our hands on the kids. But guess what? All the way back. Now let's go past our parents, our grandparents. Let's go back to where it originally started from. How did we get disciplined?
With a whip.
Who used to beat who exactly? Who used to beat
Since
on us?
slavery, bro. Like, yeah,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
yeah.
So do we have any other form of knowing how to discipline? No, we don't.
No, we
Because
just
it
passed that
came.
stuff along. You know, I'm sure my great great grandparents got the whip. You know what I'm saying? And my
Yeah,
grandparents got the whip. My parents got
yeah.
whoopings. Then I got whoopings. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the form of discipline that has been passed down to us. You know what I mean? And that's what makes
Mm-hmm.
us angry. That's why we grow
Mm-hmm.
with anger issues because
Mm-hmm.
now you be There's so many things when you get disciplined physically. Like you, first of all, you're like broken. You know what I'm saying? Like it's pain to your body. You know what I mean? And you're
Mm-hmm.
humiliated. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like that's
Mm-hmm.
humiliating to have somebody smack you in your face or take a belt and beat
Mm-hmm.
you. Like it's demoralizing. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? But that's the only thing that we've ever been taught. Now I'm with it.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible says spirit of rod is for the child. I get that
Mm-hmm.
part. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I think
Mm-hmm.
there's levels to it. You know what I
It
mean?
is. It
There's
is.
definitely levels to it.
It is. It's
So
just like, when when we first start learning how to be parents, right? What do? We try to talk to them because they little, they don't understand. So we got to
hmm
talk to them like they got some, we have to because they don't understand, right? So they be like, all right, Ray, I'm gonna need you to stop jumping on the table or
hmm
stop jumping on the couch. All right, you turn around, you doing what you doing, boo, boo. Then you turn back around, Ray said, Ray, I said stop jumping on the couch. Okay.
hmm
Ray said,
hmm
nigga, then I say, get your. See, and then that's when we got to get there.
Yeah.
Then we got to get there because you didn't hear me the first time. You didn't hear me the second time. So now I got to act like you don't have no sense and cuss you out.
hmm
That's the last resort. So it's a build up. But no, we don't get that. We just got straight.
Yeah.
Well, did the master do that too? I feel like he almost did that too. But
Probably,
it's
Master
that
probably made
fact.
an example out of one. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And then the rest of you expect all the rest of them to fall in line. You know what I mean? But
That part. But it's cultural. It's not even
yeah,
generational.
but
That's
see,
just
we
cultural.
parent out of fear a lot too. You know what I mean? Like a lot of our
Uh-huh.
parenting comes from fear, even with having to tell them 3 or 4 times. Now you worried about, all right, is this nigga slow? I know you heard me. Are you gonna go through life not recognizing what not to do on the first time? Is some you got to learn hard lessons. Somebody got to tell you 3 or 4 times to do X, Y, and Z. You know what I
Is
mean?
this something you're doing deliberately?
Correct. Correct. Are you
Uh-huh.
testing me? You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? Or
Uh-huh.
even jump like the
Uh-huh.
example you said, jumping on the couch. No, you're not supposed to
Uh-huh.
be jumping on the couch, but now I'm worried about you falling. First, you ain't listening. Two, if you fall and break your neck, yada yada, all this type of stuff. So now you're
Uh-huh.
triggered as an adult, as a parent. You know what I'm saying? You're
Uh-huh.
thinking all these things like, yo, he not listening. Is he hard? Why is he so hard headed?
Uh-huh.
Why do I
Uh-huh.
have to get? Why do I have to threaten him so many X amount of
Uh-huh.
times?
Uh-huh.
Now the realistic answer, we probably they're kids. Kids just do. You know what I'm saying? Kids just do
Uh-huh.
shit. But
Right.
us as parents, we want them to get it to where
Now.
now. You know what I'm saying? We don't want them to have the hard lessons that we have or we had.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So now
Uh-huh.
we have an anxiety as parents and we want to get it right and we want to do right by
Uh-huh.
them.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, it's like how much discipline do I have to give you? Or
Uh-huh.
how far in my discipline do I have to get? Do I have to like can I get my results from talking to you? Or do I have to like get physical with you? You know what I mean?
Right. 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 and then that all depends on the child, and it may not even necessarily have any form of how you raising them. That could just be the type of person that they are. Because what
Man,
they
you do
say, you
everything
get
right as a
your
parent, man. Like some kids just come into what they come into. You know what I mean? I had to like it took my wife to like get me off my son so much, like getting to school on time, doing your homework. Why you ain't doing this? Why she said, "Hey, bro, let them fail." You know what I'm saying? Like, and
mm-hmm.
that was a hard thing for me. Like, nah, man, we got a no child left behind. It's up to us to bring you. He don't listen. You know what I'm saying? He not listening. We stressing ourselves out, trying to
For
get him to
what?
do what we expect him to do. Let him fail. Let him figure it out. And it took me talking to other men. They was like the same thing, man. I was talking to my barber the other day. He's like, "Yeah, man, my son had to do the same thing with him. You just let him figure it out on his own." Some kids are, and real talk, I was like that too. Like I took some cues from my parents, did what I was expected to do and what they told me to do. But still, I
Mm-hmm.
thought I was smarter than them. Some
Of
shit I just
course.
thought I was smarter than him. You know what I
Of
mean?
course.
So I had to learn the hard way. It was like, oh, okay. I had to take an L.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of
Mm-hmm.
stressing myself out with this kid, this kid, this kid, all we can do with all our kids, hey man, y'all gonna do what we gotta do. I'll save you one time too. If I gotta step in and save you, you know what I'm saying, financially or whatever, I do it. But you gotta course correct. Other than that, nah, you're not gonna stress me out.
And I also feel like, because I used to tell my kids this: I can't think for you. I got to think for me.
Mm-hmm.
That used to be my thing. I can't think for you now. If I already told you what it is that you're supposed to be doing, I'm not going to sit here and think for you and me. I already told you
Correct.
what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's on you. You gonna have to learn it your way. And that's, once again, it's like the baby jumping on. Okay, so it's like, all right, so you ain't gonna listen. But see, when they're younger, we have to have that rein on them. But now that they're older, you understand.
You making a choice. They
You
making a choice.
understand.
They understand. They
You
know
can
right from wrong. They know what we told them is the best advice. You're just choosing not to take my advice or what I'm trying to instill and all that. So that's a choice.
yeah. So the reins have to come off. We have to pull the reins back and be like, all right, best. And then you just sit there and watch. And then you wait. And then guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna come back.
They come back. Like I said, I ain't gonna let you drown. I'll let you drown. I'll save you. I'll throw you a lifeline. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just less stressful trying to worry about making sure you doing. I don't do what I'm supposed to do all the time. I got to do what you. I got to make sure you doing what you doing. You know what I mean? Nah, it's not. Nah, I can't do that.
Mm-mm. This too much. It's too much.
Hmm.
Okay. What's been the hardest part about facing your own mental health, especially in a world that tells men to be strong?
Not feeling like I'm strong. Like
Mm,
since all that stuff happened to me and I had therapy, man, I probably cried a good cry like 4 times in the last 3 years since COVID. I ain't cried that much in like 30 years, bro. But it's
dang.
like I gotta be vulnerable, and I've cried in front of people that don't even know me, and they like looking at me like something wrong with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then
Mm-hmm.
I gotta cry in front of my people, in front of my family, and they know they understand. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it
Mm-hmm.
is follow up with conversation. I'm crying. Like I said, I'm crying about stuff I didn't get off my chest 20 years ago. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or just
Mm-hmm.
being able to cry. It's like, damn, it's not crying is a sign of weakness. Like nobody wants to. A lot of people like, what's going? Is he all right? Is some or they
Mm-hmm.
walking with something wrong with that mom? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
But really, sometimes I'm gonna need to cry. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes,
Right.
like you said, it's a release,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all it
Mm-hmm.
is to it. But just getting people like some people might look at this like, damn, this motherfucker crying. Some people might look at this video and like, he on here talking about mental health. What's wrong with this cat, man? Something's wrong with him. You know what I mean? It's that perception that we need to, and that's what this is for. Get over that
Mm-hmm.
perception that you're okay all the time.
Because you're
You know what I
not.
mean? Because you're not.
You're not.
I got some
You're
of my
not.
partners. I had a partner, man. We was talking about Caleb Williams, the Bears quarterback. And before he got drafted with the Bears, he was on
Mm-hmm.
camera crying because he had lost a college game, right? And me and my
Mm-hmm.
man was arguing, like, man, I don't want no quarterback that's crying, yada, yada, yada. He ain't no leader, yada yada. I was like, bro, when the last time you cried, man? What's wrong with this man crying? When the last time you cried? And he threw it on his brain. He's like, dang, bro, I ain't cried in a minute. I probably need to. He had just lost his brother, his father going through something. He's like, you know what, man? You probably
He got
right.
a whole bunch of stuff going on he needs to cry about.
He's like, you probably right, bro. I probably need a good cry. But
Mm-hmm.
it's probably until like I said it to him. It's all right. It's okay to cry, man. It's all right to get these emotions off your chest. You know what I'm saying? Get it out, and be
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Cry in the if you feel if okay, so this is the thing, just came to me. But any man that's watching, if you feel a certain type of way about crying in front of anybody, cry in the shower. Cry in the shower. Stand under the water and just cry. Because guess what? You don't know if it's you or the water. You ain't gonna be able to tell no difference.
Have no
You're
idea.
gonna you gonna get out the shower feeling clean and cleansed all at the same time. You clean on the outside and clean on the inside. Because you
Hmm.
just released it.
Yeah, give
Release.
yourself grace. You got to give yourself some grace, man. Ain't nothing wrong. There might be something
Man,
wrong with you.
I've just learned
There's
that.
nothing mentally wrong with you, or you're not less of a man. You're not weak because you're crying. You just feel
It's part
away,
of an
man.
emotion. It's
Yeah,
the
you
first
feel
thing
away
that you
about
did when you
something.
came in the world. You cried. First thing you did when you came in the world is you cried. Keep on. It don't
Keep
stop
doing
because
it.
you get older.
Exactly. And when you cried as a baby, that means you needed something. You needed your diaper change. You was hungry. Yeah, you need something. You know what I'm saying? That's a
And
form of communication.
I'm about to insert joke here. Sorry. I'm about to make a funny. Y'all be crying about getting some you know what I'm talking about? Y'all be crying when y'all be trying to get y'all be crying in. You may not be shedding real tears, but some of y'all do be crying. So if you can cry about that, my boy, you can cry about life.
Hmm.
I'm just saying. And when I say cry about that, I don't mean literally cry about that, but I'm just saying. Same
Correct.
thing. Y'all cry about that. You can cry about real life.
Real
If you can
talk.
cry about a female not getting your job, you could cry about your life.
Hmm. Because
Literally.
if you don't learn like how to cry or allow yourself to cry, it goes back to the point we was making earlier. Like you're gonna cry with anger. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You're gonna cry and then you're gonna jap out, you're gonna feel angry after it versus having a release. Like
Mm-hmm.
I needed to get out that off my chest. That was weighing me down a
Mm-hmm.
little bit. It's gonna be, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Some form of anger is gonna be attached to it if you don't know how to deal with it.
Mm-hmm. And just like what was that young man that just went to sleep that quarter was he a quarterback that he just won that was he for the Detroit Lions and he had won
Oh, he's talking about the dude from the
like a
Dallas
couple
Cowboys committed
the
suicide.
Cowboys and he went to sleep um he made himself go to sleep. You know, I gotta watch what I say. So he made himself go to sleep. So and he just won a whole game. What was he dealing with? And he was young.
Yeah, his name
That
was
right
something
there.
Leland. My man had scored a touchdown the week before. Dallas won the game. He on a high. You're a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? You're a professional athlete. You made it to the highest league in sport. You know what I'm saying? You made it to the pinnacle, and you're still dealing with something. You take your life. That cat wasn't okay. He was a man. He's a
He
man.
was
Man. He was
not.
going out there knocking out other grown men, battling grown men weekly
Exactly.
basis. But he was dealing with something.
So, would you, and I'm not trying to say it like this, but would you rather your quarterback cry or not be here?
Basically,
I'm just saying, and it's sad that that baby was going through something, and either no one saw the signs, or he didn't tell anybody, or he
that
felt
part.
that he didn't have anybody to talk to, and
Hmm.
that's a sad, and that's a scary. That's scary
So
because
that part.
people will look at him and like you said, he done made it. He a quarterback, you a millionaire, you can do anything that you want is in right there in the palm of your hand. You can have anything that you want at the drop of a dime. You
Hmm.
can't buy happiness.
No.
You
And see,
can't
that's
buy
the
mental
part. Every time
stability.
you hear about who was that dude that was on the Ellen DeGeneres show a few years back, he was like a
Oh yeah,
dancer or whatever.
Twitch.
Twitch. Some
Twitch.
fucking dancing, you know what I'm saying? He out there, he giving energy all week, you know what I'm saying? He doing his thing. And he take his life. You don't know what somebody going through. That's why you say you gotta give yourself grace, you gotta give other people grace. You don't know what
Mm-hmm.
somebody is going through. You know what I'm
I
saying?
have been
Like,
learning about that grace thing. Ugh, I, yeah, I've been learning. And giving yourself grace is hard because when I literally, was it this year? Yeah, when I was going through my ministers and training class, and I
mhm,
asked my pastor, "What is grace?" Because I was like, I don't understand what grace and mercy is. I was like, I don't
mhm.
get it. I don't understand it. I don't know what the difference is. Then when he said grace is when God gives you something that you don't deserve, I said he can just give it to you just because you don't even what?
Mhm.
Just because. I said that's crazy. So you need to give yourself just because
That part. So if God can give you something that you don't deserve, you can give yourself a little something. You know what I mean?
a little
It's
something,
the
and you can give
very
yourself
least.
something that you do deserve,
Correct.
which is mercy, because we
Exactly.
need it. We need it. We need to stop being so hard on ourselves. And I'm talking to myself because I am the queen of being hard on myself. I swear for beans and gravy. I
Oh, we
am
all
my
are.
biggest critic.
Hmm.
You never think that you're good enough for anything. You never think that you're good enough for anything that you do, no matter what people tell you. Because I'm pretty sure it was everybody was in his corner. Man, you did it. You did it. Everybody was all in his corner. They had his back. They was all happy for him, but he had nobody that he could talk to.
Nobody you talk to. For real, for real.
Apparently he didn't. Apparently he didn't, or nobody was paying attention.
Mm-mm.
And that is the scariest thing. That right there. That's scary. That young black man was in that position and had nobody to talk to.
Yep.
That's crazy.
No support.
That's how you know mental health is real and people need to stop taking it so lightly. Because you can't be a friend and not know when your friend is something is wrong with them. I
No,
don't
because
care
like I
how
said
bad
earlier,
you
like
play it
we
out.
we reconcile amongst ourselves. We think of somebody okay based on
Yep,
just
you're
looking
right.
at them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or somebody
Mm-hmm.
crack a joke, or you get the same version of them. You like, all right, they cool. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody. We don't leave and
Mm-hmm.
be like, yo, man, how you been? Everything good with you? Family good? What's going on? Like, I have a few partners, and it wasn't until we got to our 40s and we just sit around, smoke cigars or whatever. We just start talking about everybody going through the same problem, bro. You going
Like,
through life. You got kid problems, job problems, relationship problems, all everything. Everybody got something. You know what I'm
is
saying?
it a
And it's not
test?
even
Let me
problem.
ask
It's something that you life, like you said.
let me ask you this. So when it comes to men, do you all have a problem with talking amongst each other about y'all problems? Like outside of females. Because we talk about y'all all the time, but we
Mm.
also talk about life in general. We always talk about the things that we going through as females. Do you all have you all come to grips, or does it come to a point in time like you've gotten to a certain age now that we in our
That
40s,
part.
we're knocking on a whole nother decade. We're about to knock on another decade. So does it come to like just age and maturity that you're
Yeah.
finally like, hey, I need to talk to somebody, or is it still kind of like taboo within a black man's circle that you all don't talk about y'all problems? If y'all don't talk about them at home, do you all
We
not feel
it
secure
comes
enough?
with age, man, because growing up, we probably all had the same mentality of we had to be the problem solvers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
tell you I got X, Y, and Z going on over here. And we don't like the shit like very protect. Men don't like to talk because we keep a lot of stuff close to the vest. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm very, very private. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just I don't want to say something because if it gets out to you, then it can tell this person, it becomes gossipy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we don't want that. If you're like, oh, such and such, man, such and such, man, he lost his job. What? He got fired. What? And he's struggling.
Mm-hmm.
That part. So you don't want that to get out. So you might
Mm-hmm.
have some partners, one or two partners that you could talk to. I feel like you should have at least somebody you can talk to that
Mm-hmm.
looks like you or is going in
Mm-hmm.
the same demographic as you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That you can
Mm-hmm.
identify with and just bounce stuff off of. I've always had that with like God, brother, friends, yada yada yada. But as a group, I think like once we got in our 40s, We just started dealing and figuring out everybody has like some of the similar stuff on our plate. It is what it is. It started out like talking about relationship shit. Man, my wife do this and yeah, man, I can't stand my wife do this, yada yada yada. Then we talk about, man, I had this problem with my foot. I just woke up. Now you talking about you know what I'm saying? Now you start talking about health shit. Everybody ailing. You know what I'm saying? Had five motherfuckers sitting around talking about gout. You know what I'm saying? Now you at that age. You know what I mean? It's different. It's different now.
I can't, but that makes sense though, because I feel like as men get older, that's what their conversation starts turning to. It
Mm-hmm.
goes from females, like y'all don't necessarily go from like females to life, y'all go from females to health. Female
Mm-hmm.
health and sports. That's like what y'all main thing is. Y'all don't talk about y'all feelings or what's going on inside y'all minds and all this other kind of stuff. You talk about your female, you talk about your kids, you talk about your health, and you talk about sports, and that's it. That's all. If those things are okay, then y'all are okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if those things are not okay, then y'all not okay. But y'all don't talk about nothing else. Y'all, that's it. That's all y'all don't talk about work. Y'all don't talk about the people at your job.
No, not work
All
at
y'all
all. I
talk
can't stand
about,
talking about work. Like that's a taboo in my house. Like right, like I gotta
yeah,
listen to her talk about work. I don't want to like turn that
yeah,
off.
that be me. I be like, I'm off. They be like, how was work? Don't ask me about work. I'm off. How was your day? And now my
You know what
day
I'm
was
saying?
okay. Don't ask me about work because I could talk to you about work. I don't want to talk about them people. They make
At
me
all.
sick.
At
Okay.
all.
Ask me how my day was. Don't ask me about how work was because work sucks. Thank the Lord I got a job. But you know what?
Right.
But
Exactly.
I feel like that's like, and then when you all get together with your cigars and you at the sports bar, you at the cigar lounge, y'all ain't talking about really nothing.
No, we talk
That,
about like
something
we not talking
you
about
know where
mental
y'all
health
get the
stuff.
most conversations at? You know where I see the most conversations that men have is in the barbershop. And I love sitting in a good barbershop. Because
Oh yeah, for
barbershop
sure.
talk, y'all get down to the real nitty gritty in the barbershop. Now, that's when the old cats come in and give y'all some wisdom. And that's, I feel like y'all can let y'all hair down a little bit, y'all a little bit more relaxed in the barbershop. I think barbershop talk is like y'all little therapy session. Because I think in a barbershop, y'all talk about everything a little bit.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Like
Because I've been in a barbershop my
my
whole
barber,
entire life.
man.
So,
I just told my barber the other day I had high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh man, I got this such and such. I'm saying you just link. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you just link. Check out this dude saying about natural herbs and all this other stuff. It's like, I bet. You know what I'm saying? Don't even know this dude. I don't even know this dude last name, bro. Don't know where he lived or nothing about him, but you get
hey, y'all
nuggets
talking
like
about
that.
detoxing.
What? For real. You pick up all these nuggets, man. For sure.
but But I feel like that's y'all like safe space. Like when y'all in a barbershop and only way I say a barbershop is because it's more free. I think like in a cigar lounge, it's still a little bit more, it's like a little chill spot. So you don't want to get all deep in a
You can get some
cigar
of that
lounge
too, like
about.
if you with the right
I mean, you
partners. You know what I'm
can.
saying? Like whoever your
Right.
circle
Yeah.
is, it kind of depends on
Yeah.
if you like just amongst some strangers and stuff like that. Now you're gonna keep it, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna keep it a little
Right.
alpha. You know what I'm
Surface.
saying?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't
Right.
talk
Right.
about
Right.
sports, yada yada. But if you go in and you got a circle with a bunch of your boys and you can talk about it then, like you can get some
Mm-hmm.
conversations like that. But the funny thing is
I,
I can't get I know dudes, I'm like, man, you need to go talk. I tell people, hey man, just go talk to somebody. Now I
mm-hmm.
can't get them to do it, but hey man, because this ain't enough. Like this probably helps. Like when we sit
It
around
is.
and talk about some stuff, and I can give you an
Mm-hmm.
opinion, but you need
Mm-hmm.
some tools, man, to take with you and stuff
Right.
to work on. You need to do it
Right.
like that. Hey man, you need to go
Mm-hmm.
talk to a therapist, man. Yeah, man, maybe I would. But now if they did it, now I doubt if they did. But if they did, they probably wouldn't tell
No,
me. But
because
that's
y'all
the
still
part.
be sitting right in the same circle talking about the same thing all over
Shit.
again. You know they
Yep.
ain't saying nothing to nobody.
No. Nope. At all.
But I
At all.
love listening to men and their conversations when they get deep. I swear I be enthralled in men conversations. I just be sitting there listening. The barbershop is the best place to listen to men and to really understand like sometimes how they feel. Because
Mm-hmm.
they candid in the barbershop. Now sometimes someone be like, oh, you gotta watch me. I be like, I don't care. Y'all say whatever you want to say. Don't be curtailing your conversations because I'm in here. This is y'all spot. I'm no visitor.
Mm-hmm.
Have
Right.
at it. I'm enthralled because I'm listening and I'm learning. Because y'all got some just like we do. So it's just amazing to me how y'all don't talk amongst each other. But like you said, it's the taboo of you have to be strong. So do you all look at each other as being weak? Or okay, let's not be in our 40s, let's be in our 30s. Is it being a weak man if you're having issues, feeling a certain type of way? Do you not feel like secure enough within yourself or within your friends to talk about that stuff?
Not
Or
our
is it just because
generation.
of what the generational? Okay.
No, not in our 30s. Everybody, again, probably everybody was in the same space. We was probably
Right.
out, think about sports, chasing chicks, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Just being outside, making it to
Money.
work.
Right.
You probably had, can you pay, if you had some kids, and can I pay this child support? Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of men, especially black men, we ain't, we ain't, you know what I'm saying? We not married in our early 30s, you know what I'm saying? Our
Right.
20s, you know what I mean?
Right.
So we got the same community. Everybody's still playing. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not until like
Mm-hmm.
we get through some life experience, you know what I'm saying, or
Mm-hmm.
find somebody that you can settle down with and, you know what I'm saying, build something with, that you start thinking
Mm-hmm.
about other stuff. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
like the boot list. Find you somebody you got to pay them tickets off with on the boot list. You get on the boot list, you find somebody who can get you off that boot list, bro. Y'all can get on that payment plan together. Then and don't nothing bring black folks together like the boot list. I'm trying to tell you, bro. You got 300. All right, I'm gonna get this fine. I'm gonna go up here on 95th and Jeffrey real quick. Real talk.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Okay, you was a fool. Okay. Okay. So how has your healing journey affected your relationships with family, friends, or even yourself?
um, like I said, from a father standpoint, I'm think I'm more patient. You know what I mean? Like I try to give myself grace and my kids grace. Understand like they still kids. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like they gonna have to learn what they gonna learn, and you just be there to
Mm-hmm.
support them. You know what I mean? Instead of going straight to anger, like why y'all doing it? Like none of them doing what I want them to do. Out of
Right.
all five of them, like I feel like y'all should be with as much game as we didn't put y'all on. Y'all supposed to be ahead of the game by now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna
Mm-hmm.
do it on your own time.
Mm-hmm.
From a relationship standpoint, my marriage, man, we talk a lot more. You know what I mean? Like we had like in
Mm-hmm.
depth. I'm able to like have a conversation and like even before I'm mad, I'm like, hey man, this is why I'm upset, or this is why I'm feeling away because we didn't talked about this. Instead of going straight to mad, like, hey man, we kind of had a conversation
Mm-hmm.
about this. Let's and kind of
Mm-hmm.
work through it, and we hold each other
Mm-hmm.
accountable. You know what I mean? So all right, yeah, we did talk about it. That's my bad. Gotta say that's another part. Like a lot of times we go mad without realizing the person that we're mad at is probably human.
Mm-hmm.
People f up. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Instead of just going being
Mm-hmm.
mad, like, man, you did this, and this. Just be like, all right, man, I felt like this when you did it. And allow them some grace too. They
Mm-hmm.
apologize and move on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So just being able to like recognize like it's something else besides mad. There's something else besides, holding on to a lot of stuff. It's just
Mm-hmm.
man, it's therapeutic within itself just to
Mm-hmm.
like feel a different type of way. And I get like why my parents are in their 80s. Well, my mom's about to be my dad's 82, and they
Mm-hmm.
ain't mad. Like the same hard people that discipline me, they don't worry about. Man, you can't get them cats angry no more. But they ain't got the
Mm-hmm.
same. They out of that realm of worry. They ain't got to worry about these
Mm-hmm.
kids no more. They ain't got to worry about these
Mm-hmm.
bills no more. I can just enjoy
Mm-hmm.
life. You know what I mean? And I wish
Mm-hmm.
I would they would have did that earlier
Mm-hmm.
and been able to enjoy life a little bit more while they were in it versus
Mm-hmm.
now. But I'm like looking at my
Right.
parents like, man, I want to be happy like that now. I don't want to wait
Right.
till I'm 70, 80 to be happy. I want to be like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Let me start enjoying life in the
Now.
moment.
Why I still have life to have to
Correct.
to enjoy.
That part. And you know what's funny, man? I started a lot of cats our age, man, are like starting to pass. And I'd be like, damn, 40 something is too old to die. 50 too old. And starting to realize, like, damn, this is like the age I start remembering my parents going to a lot of funerals. It's like
And
shit.
we losing though. Like it's crazy. We still young. I don't care. I mean, my knees ain't
Man,
like niggas or nothing, but we're not taking care of ourselves. We stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
We keep everything in. We don't talk. We
Yeah.
don't take care of ourselves, and we dropping.
Yeah. That mental health part where you don't feel comfortable talking and expressing, that goes to your health too, because we carry a
Mm-hmm.
lot of stuff, we band-aid a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody can walk around right
Mm-hmm.
now ailing and won't go see a doctor, don't have a
Mm-hmm.
primary care physician. You know what I'm saying? All
Mm-hmm.
right, it'll go away. Next thing you
Mm-hmm.
know, you got some kind of diagnosis that's
Mm-hmm.
life-threatening. It's too late because
Yep.
we've been conditioned a long time, like, all right, man, suck it up, get over it,
Mm-hmm.
take some
Yep.
Robitussin, put some tussin on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll go,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? It'll go
Drink
away.
some ginger ale. Right.
That part, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cats walking around with headaches, not knowing, headaches, chest pains. That signs of stroke and heart disease and kidney failure,
Mm-hmm.
diabetes, all
Mm-hmm.
that type. That's how it creeps
Mm-hmm.
in our
Mm-hmm.
community because we don't
Mm-hmm.
catch it early enough. We just
Mm-hmm.
grin and bear it. You know what I mean? But we've
And
been
we want to
conditioned
blame
that
that.
way.
Yep, and we want to blame that. Oh, that's because that's what my mama had. Diabetes ain't none of that generational. Ain't none
Nah,
of that past thing. Ain't none of it. I don't care
mm-mm.
what
You're more
nobody say
susceptible to some things, but
because of
what
what you've been.
you get, now to get it, that's behavioral for the
That
most part.
exactly. Diabetes, my grand. Yeah, okay. Everybody in your family got diabetes, but that's because everybody in your family eat the same.
Hmm.
If
Correct.
everybody in your family didn't eat the same, I bet you everybody in your family wouldn't have diabetes neither.
Hmm. Big time.
Certain things, and I'm not gonna say all diseases because certain things we are literally born with. Certain things we can't. There's nothing that we can get around with. Whatever the Lord
Hmm.
give us, that's what He give us. But the things that we put into our bodies to make us sick, we can control that.
Correct.
And just like
Absolutely.
I was, and just like I was talking to one of my friends, and she was saying that I'll be glad when we stop calling mental health, and just all start calling it health.
Health. Yeah. Correct.
Because just like I stated, and just like you stated, if our foot is broke, if our heart is broke, if our something is wrong with our babies, we have pediatricians, we have
Hmm.
ortho, we have cardiologists, we have
Hmm.
all of those doctors to go to, and we don't look another way when somebody say, "Oh, I got to go see the heart doctor," or "I got to go see the foot doctor." They be like,
Hmm.
"Why? Because my heart hurt." "Oh, because my foot broke." We don't
Hmm.
bat an eye. We don't bat an eye. Okay. But you say I got to go see a therapist, a psychologist, a psychiatrist. They like, what's wrong with you?
Women will. I see a lot of women like, yeah, I just got off my therapy session. I call you. I'm in my
Man,
therapy session. I call you. Like it's nothing to them. Men won't do it. But
we
that's
don't.
the same thing with the doctor too. We wait until it's too late. Wait till, man, I gotta go sit, man. My foot been hurting like, and I've been the same way. Man, my foot been hurting like 6 weeks, man. I need to finally go. Damn, bro, you can walk around for 6 weeks without getting no aid. Like you paying for it. Most of us got it. We don't use it. It's the inconvenience. You know what I'm saying? And that's another
But
thing with
it,
men. Men don't get it together until, I hate this part. Men don't get it together until somebody get it together for them. They
mm-hmm,
want to, like, again, like I'm the same way. I didn't play until I was 20s and 30s, yada yada yada, and then started to settle down. But we get to a lot of men wait till they 50, 60, want to settle down, and then they want to get with somebody to take care of them. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. I'm single. It's all tomorrow, right? Let me tell you something right now. Okay. I wish to God in heaven He would send me somebody sick. I'm not no. I have three people that I no really only got one person older than me that I am obligated to take care of, and that's my mama. I better not get no sick man. I don't want no sick man. I
See?
don't need you having high blood pressure, your prostate lopsided. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of it. No parts of it. Because that's something that you could have taken care of prior to.
Hmm.
That's something that you could have done to prevent all of the ailments that you have. Now, like you
Correct.
said, you expect to be 50, 60, you want to settle down, and you want somebody. I'm not taking, no, I'm not. I'm not your home health aide. I'm not your
Yeah.
CNA. Sorry, bro. I'm not none of that. I'm still
That's what
young. My
cats do
knees are
though.
still good. I still want to, you know what I'm talking about? Hello.
Yeah, see, that's
I
what
could still
cats
walk
do.
down the aisle without having you on a cane and a walker. But
They
that's
gon'
just the same with your mental health, though. That's the same thing. Like even if you feel a little off, something you feel something ain't right, something on the inside, your mind is ticking, you're doing something, you feeling weird, whatever, you need to go talk to somebody. It's okay. Promise you it's all
Mhm.
right.
I just told
Promise
my
you it's
doctor
okay.
yesterday, like every time now, if you notice you go to the doctor, what they ask you, you feel safe in your environment, you feel depressed, yada yada
Mm-hmm.
yada. Yada. That's
Mm-hmm.
the first thing the
Mm-hmm.
nurse come in and ask you when before you see the doctor. So they
Mm-hmm.
checking on your mental health right then and there. But they
Yeah.
see like it's important. Like they just now finding out like a lot of that stuff is like not showing up unless somebody asks them, "Are you okay?" You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
have to do
Look, girl,
that.
I'm for real.
Exactly.
Sorry. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
So.
yeah, oh, we gotta break this. We gotta break it. It's gonna be a while, but it's slowly but surely it's coming foreseeable. It's we're seeing more of us. But see, the reason why I did this platform is because what I'm noticing is there's a lot of people that's in the world that has money or whatever. Then now they're coming out and they saying they have mental health issues or they're experiencing mental health life, whatever.
Mhm.
Um, but we don't see us. We don't see us. And I'm not meaning us, I mean us. Everyday people that's hitting the street that you walk past every single day, your neighbor, your doctor, the man at the grocery store, the Chipotle the everyday people that you see every day, we have a problem with talking about it. And that's what this platform is for, because we need to see us to do this.
Mhm.
We need to see men that are willing to talk about what it is that they're going through. And it ain't nothing wrong with it. It's nothing to be ashamed about. We need this because your story may help somebody else. Your story may
Mhm.
touch. Now, they may not be ready to talk to anybody about it, like in a family, but maybe it'll make them be like, you know what, maybe I do need to go talk to somebody. Maybe do need to go. Maybe I have been, tick tick booming or whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
There's nothing wrong with you if you feel that way. It's something wrong with you if you don't
If
get
you
it.
don't,
Check it
if
out.
you
It's
don't.
the opposite. Just think of that. It's the opposite. Ain't
Mhm.
nothing wrong with you if you go fix it. But if you don't fix it, yeah, you do definitely got a problem. Yeah, something wrong with you because you should want to
Right.
fix that. Would you walk around with your foot broke?
Correct. Exactly.
No, because you're
And
gonna have to
even
get
people,
eventually get something bound up. What's that? A plate or something put in and some screws in your
you
in your
got to get
foot.
fixed. You know what I'm saying? You got to get fixed. People don't like. You got to get comfortable with it. Even like I'll be posting daily stuff like little memes or
Mm-hmm.
like quotes and everything. And when I
Mm-hmm.
start, I've been doing it for like 2.5, almost 3 years now. When I first started doing it,
Mm-hmm.
it's a good and a bad thing. Probably person motherfuckers was like, "Man, you all right, bro? Which is what you're supposed to." You know what I'm saying? You're actually
Mm-hmm.
supposed to do that. The ones that genuinely like you good, and then inbox, yeah, I'm good, man. It's like okay, it just made me feel good. Like it was during COVID around that time, and I started doing it
Mm-hmm.
because it just made me feel good. And like you just said, maybe somebody might take that and they can apply that to their day or like their life or whatever. Somebody might need that every day. It's not because I'm going through something. It's just for pass it along, throw it out there. Be let
Mm-hmm.
social media be more than just what I'm saying, pictures and everybody kicking it and all this viral
Yeah.
type stuff. Throw something out
Yeah.
there like that's useful. You know what I mean? And some cats
Mm-hmm.
was like, man, something wrong with that motherfucker. Go check on him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
But
it's the
just
difference
like
between
Tina,
doing it
and then she
maliciously versus, what I'm saying, actually
trying to help.
genuinely caring. Yeah, caring about
Mm-hmm.
somebody.
Mm-hmm. Because when I first seen you do that, I was like, "What is he?" Okay, someone was funny, then someone was serious, and then I'd be like, "Dang," because I'd be like, dang," because like you never posted nothing that didn't make sense. Every time you post something, I'd be like, "Dang, oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense."
And that's
And
why I
just
got
like you
it.
need, just
The
keep
same
doing that.
thing resonate with me. I was like, ooh, that's a word. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and pass that along because it hit me a certain way. So now I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
man, I ain't gonna sit it on it for myself. Go ahead and then maybe
Mm-hmm.
hit somebody else the same way, and then maybe they'll
Mm-hmm.
pass it on to somebody or they apply it to their
Mm-hmm.
life or whatever. So
Mm-hmm. And just like Tina, if she's still on here, because I can't tell, sorry. Tina needs to start going back to her quotes of the day, because she used to send those in text messages. She used to also post them on Facebook as well back in the day. I remember. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Tina. She sure did. Quotes of the day. Used to get them in text message and used to see them on she used to post them on Facebook. So that would be nice. She could start doing that again. Great. Thank you. I'm just saying, because we all gonna get in this together. So I'm thinking, see, talking to you, because this has been one of my things, because prayerfully this time next year I will be an official podcast. And one of the things that I want to do is have a seminar, like have a mental health seminar. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. Shanita, I already know if you're still on here, you're gonna help me with that. Sorry, yeah, you're gonna help me. But I would love to have a mental health seminar, like with all men. Like I'm gonna have a couple of them. I'm gonna think about it. Probably not next year. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. But just to be able to have a panel of men, because I don't want maybe one or two women, so we can have, on the panel.
Mm-hmm.
But I want the audience to be men, because, or their partners or whatever the case may be, because I want a space for them, for you all to be able to like talk, to see each other in the room where it's okay. Y'all not gonna judge each other. This is gonna be okay. And I'm talking about all age ranges, not just 40s, 50s, like in our group. I'm talking about for more like maybe 21 and up, because I
Mm-hmm.
don't, because it could be a little bit too heavy, because your man ain't all the way there at 18 or whatever. We still ain't really mentally developed at 18. But that, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's not, I'm not going to try to age discriminate, but anyway. But just to have a room full of men, just to be able to be open and talk, and
Mm-hmm.
like to let y'all know that it's okay. And for us as well as women to learn to let you all be okay, to let you all have your feelings, to have your emotions, not judge you. Just like how we want y'all to, we want a shoulder to cry on when we in trouble. We need to be that same shoulder. We need to be
Mm-hmm.
open enough to let our shoulders down, so y'all can cry on our shoulders and not think nothing less of you. You my man, you in trouble, you feel a certain type of way. I'm your safe space.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you my girl, you in trouble, I'm supposed to be your safe space. When we upset about something, who the first person we come to? We come to our men, because that's who's supposed to be our safe space. That's the person that we're supposed to be able to go to comfort us, to make
Mm-hmm.
us feel better. And we too are supposed to be the same way. We are too supposed to be the safe space for y'all. We are not supposed to take the things that you tell us in confidence, as your person, as your partner, as your spouse, to throw it back up into your face, because you had a moment of weakness, you had a moment of vulnerability, you had a moment that you needed somebody there, and your person was there. We need to not do that. We need to not
Mm-hmm.
make y'all feel a certain type of way. And I did
Exactly.
not realize that that's what we do. And we do that. And that sucks. And
Yeah.
I
So,
feel bad that it happens to y'all. I apologize for us, for y'all, because that
yeah.
sucks.
But it's like
It
learning
sucks.
how to, what I'm saying, be available to somebody. You know what I mean? Especially you talk
Mm-hmm.
about men. You know what I mean? Like, in my 30s, I probably, like I said, I've been dealing with the same stuff for like 10, 20 years and didn't know how to unpack it. But back then, when I was going through, it's been days I just pull up in front of the house and not go in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just because I don't want to deal,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to deal with stuff in the house. You know what I'm saying? I got to still be a father. I still got to be a husband. I still got to fix this. I don't get to turn it off. I just left work fixing somebody else's problems. Now I got to go to the house and fix somebody else's problem
Who
or
gonna
listen to
fix you?
somebody else's problem. Yeah, who gonna fix me?
Mm-hmm.
But then that'd be the
Mm-hmm.
thing. I find like a lot of times, men, especially in the third, men that find somebody. There's a difference between some niggas is just hoes. You know what I'm saying? They just fucking around, yada yada. But then they go somewhere else because they're not getting it what they want in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They start talking to other people because they don't feel safe talking to this person, their person. You know what I'm saying? Or they stay out
Mm-hmm.
at night and go to the club and the bar because they don't feel like going home and dealing with X, Y, and Z. So they find other
Mm-hmm.
outlets that aren't healthy because, like you said, they haven't been comfortable enough to talk to their partner about things. They're expected to be one thing when they go in the house, and they don't want
Mm-hmm.
their partner to look at them any less. So until you
Mm-hmm.
like learn how to like get there and be vulnerable in those spaces, like you said, like you can call on me. I need to be able to call on you as well and be
Mm-hmm.
okay with it. You be okay with it and not throw it in my
Mm-hmm.
face later or yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
when like that's like growth in even in a relationship. That's self growth. For me to be able to do
Mm-hmm.
that, if I can do it once, then I'm gonna be able to come to you 3 or 4 times after that. But you gotta
Mm-hmm.
allow me the space to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I feel like once you all see that we are allowed, that we're opening up that space for you all, then you all will feel more comfortable in doing it. But we also have to be self-aware. We as women have to be self-aware of what it is that we're doing and how we're handling it. Because and we have to be careful on how we handle you because it'll be brand new if you've never been in that situation or never dealt with that. When you're trying to learn and navigate it together, it's gonna be a learning process. It's not gonna be easy. I'm not saying that all of a sudden you go from not being vulnerable to being all the way open and everybody is just sitting there accepting it and it's okay. No, it's gonna be a learning process because one, we have to learn how to allow you to be vulnerable and accept it. And then two, you all have to learn how to just be vulnerable and accept it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be it has to be a learning process. So you can't fault one for the other because guess what? Neither one of us was taught how to do this. We were both taught the
Exactly.
same thing. Men are
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be strong. Men ain't supposed to cry. Men ain't supposed to do this. But no, I don't like that because if I see my man is not being right, not because if we walk in the house and y'all see our face, I'll be like, baby, what's wrong?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong, baby? What's going on? You okay? You cool? You
Mm-hmm.
could tell y'all be on it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you in tune. And I'm not saying that we don't, because if y'all walk through the door, we like, babe, what's wrong? What's going on? Like, what's wrong? We should be able to do that. We should be
Mm-hmm.
able to look at you and be like, damn, babe, what's you know what I'm saying? What's going on? Like, yeah, you faking the funk, you sitting over there smiling and shit, but you know something ain't right. Like, what's wrong? Like, I need you
Right.
to talk to me. And then sometimes I feel like when we do want our men to be open, like, babe, I really want you to talk to me. Like, tell me what's going on. Like, I'm here. I'm here. It's hard for you all because you've never had that, you've never experienced that, so you don't even know how to go about doing it. And what you do, brush it off like, no, I'm good. And it's like, damn, now we both in his stuff because you're still in whatever the funk where you are, and I'm still trying to
Correct.
figure out how to get you to get to me so I can help you.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's all a learning process. That's why I'm glad I'm kind of doing this. So when I do get married, I'm gonna be a good wife. I'm sorry, my bad.
Claim it.
I'm gonna be a good wife for somebody they gonna love because I'm gonna be all emotional, intelligent, and stuff.
That's what you're supposed to
I'm,
be, and stay off of social. Like social medias ain't real, man.
uh-huh,
Like
yeah.
getting the perception of what a relationship is. Also, it's not vacations and dinners and shit like all them. Everybody be posting this. I'm going at the women now. You know what I'm saying? They want to be flying, living their best life, and yada yada yada. You posting all these dinner pictures. If you can't even post your dude, like I'd be damned if I take you on a date. You want me to hold the camera and take you ain't gonna you gonna take a picture. So wait a minute. My plate get in the video and in the camera. I can't get in this month.
Who you eating with? Man, don't worry about that.
Who
They
you
there.
eating with, bro? What's going on, man? That's
They
fake,
there.
bro. And see, like, cats be thinking like that's like real stuff. Like, oh man,
Mm-hmm.
this they living their best. You realize that's just a facade. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Most people, if they posting by themselves, they either not confident or secure the person they with, or they trying to give the facade that they're living better than they actually are. You know what I'm saying?
That part. That part. My relationship is better than yours. We
Exactly.
ain't got no problems over here.
Exactly.
But y'all ain't sleeping in the same room. He come home mad every night. You nagging. You getting on his nerves. He getting on your nerves.
hmm
Y'all really can't stand each other right now. But this trip paid for, so let's act like we
Right.
like each other. So
Man,
then when we
what?
come back home, back to regular.
You
What?
posting 3 or 4 different kings. Now. How many kings you got, girl? What you playing? Spades? What's going on? What's really going on? Something ain't right.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I need people to understand who's watching. Like, mental health does not always have to be serious. And if you watch me and you stay with me, you are going to learn this. I take a lot of things and everything not serious and serious. So I'm sorry. I have grown to be able to laugh through this because
What?
it's been
Laughter
a
feels
journey.
man. Laughter feels better than being angry. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
I ain't just get here. I did not just get here. It's been a long journey to get here. So excuse me why I laugh through this, because hey, we gonna
Oh,
have to.
big time
We gonna have to.
for
So
sure.
I got one last question. You've been my longest guest. This is a good conversation.
I
I love
see.
it here. I don't care because I'm at work and I gotta go to work. So this is it. We have to end. Don't worry about it. So this is the last thing I have. So what advice what would you say to other black men who are struggling but still afraid to take that first step towards therapy or help?
Man, do it before it's too late. Like try something different because like I said earlier, you know what mad feels like. You know what, like the emotions that you go through, that whatever you're dealing with, that's your go-to. You know what that
Uh-huh.
feels like. You know what I'm saying? It can't be feeling good. It's a coping. You're coping, but you're not healing. You know what I mean? And just
Uh-huh.
try it. Try talking to somebody like professionally and see if you don't get, you know what I'm saying? Even and don't be afraid to try to talk to different people. Like if you go to therapy and you know that person ain't for you, try somebody else. You know what I'm saying? If you don't hit on the
Uh-huh.
first person that you go and choose to talk to, that don't mean therapy is a failure. This person wasn't one. That person wasn't for you. You know what I mean? Just like a doctor, I done went through a couple of doctors. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Help primary care physicians. So I landed on the right one. You know what I mean? So just
Uh-huh.
like your health, like your regular health, your physical health, find somebody until you lock in and find somebody that you're comfortable with and that
Uh-huh.
can help you and you feel comfortable with talking through your problems and giving you the tools to like kind of fix yourself. You know what I mean? You don't just
Uh-huh.
go to somebody and you just talk to them. Like you can talk to yourself or you can, you know what I'm saying, talk to your partner. And if that helps, do that too. But if you need
Uh-huh.
mental health, find somebody that gives you tools and homework to do and see how that affects you and changes you.
In men journal. Write it down if you don't want to talk about it. It's okay. Don't nobody need
Mm-hmm.
to know that you writing it down. Write it down. If that
Mm-hmm.
helps, that could be a start. Get you a journal or get you a man book or whatever you want to call it. I don't care what you call it. Write it down. You
Mm-hmm.
could write F this, I hate this. What write it down, do something, release it. Write it on a plate. Get you a plate. Go outside, holler, scream, do something. But I need our black men to be able to let it go,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is that is bothering you. And when I say let it go, I don't mean dismiss it. I mean fix it. Get to the root of what it is that's bothering you.
Correct.
Let's break this cycle of being angry. Let's stop choosing to be angry. Let's choose something else. Let's choose a different route. Because I just had this conversation. We always say happy wife, happy life, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not always true. Because if we're not happy, the house ain't happy. If the man's not happy, the house ain't happy.
Mm-hmm.
You can't the wife can't be happy and the man not happy. How that work?
Some happy wives and some miserable husbands, bro. Let me tell
How
you
that
that.
work?
You know what I mean?
Oh, because your wife is happy, then that means everything is happy. No, it don't. That don't. No, no,
Mm-hmm.
boo. That's not it. Because your wife could be happy, but meanwhile you miserable than a mug. That's
It was
not
all
fair.
hell. Yep.
You should be happy. Your wife should be happy. Your house should be happy. It shouldn't be
Facts.
one or the other. It should be both. It shouldn't be an either or thing. It should be both of y'all in this together because you got married to be in it together. It's not you. What they say when you become married, you become one. It's
Mm-hmm.
one.
Yep.
So you can't have two emotions, two different people being one with two different emotions. How that work? You happy, you miserable.
Right. Or both people miserable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Putting on a facade,
mm-hmm.
trying to
Two
keep
people.
the kids happy.
Yeah, two people that's like not healed or in a bad space is it's not a good recipe, man. Like for real.
It's a recipe for disaster.
Mm-hmm.
And we
You know
need to
what?
take heed to that.
You know what be ticking me off when I see a
Hmm.
homeless person with a dog. Like, why you bring that dog down, man? Like, you like you, you homeless and you struggling by yourself.
Good
Let this
night.
dog go find somebody else,
Good night.
bro. Let him
Good night. Good
that
night.
purina
Good
ain't
night.
cheap, bro.
Not
That
bringing
man,
the dog there. Like the dog didn't ask for this. This was a choice you made. Why you bring
you
him?
made this choice, bro. Like you over there straight, you struggling to survive. You on
You
good times.
you
Get
got to
that
share
dog to
what you
somebody
did with the
else, man.
dog.
Man, if somebody else, he can go get some heat somewhere. Somebody take him in. Not both of y'all on a cardboard box. Come on, man. Make it make
He barely,
sense.
he barely got a bark because you out here trying to
What's
eat. He
going
doesn't.
on?
Yeah,
You
he
got
can't
the
even bark.
you got the nerve to have a dependent. What's going on? You chose the dependent. You know that ain't right. I'm serious, man.
Oh, now you chose the dependent. I'm so done. I'm
Like
so
you
done.
bring that dog
I'm
into
so
this
done.
world, you went and got him. And it's like, you know what?
Oh, Jesus.
Come on, Sparky, we gonna figure this out together. Sparky, like this is
Arr.
bullshit.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sparky, like man,
I'm sorry. Who said
Sparky,
I'm sorry,
like
damn it? You
he
had to say
said,
it.
I know you lying.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh Lord, okay. I hope when y'all watch this back, sorry, y'all don't take offense to it, my bad. But it's
See
the
me?
truth though. I'm just saying, cause what? Like literally, everybody in the house cannot be miserable. It's just so unfair. It's so unfair. Be
Hmm.
miserable or be unhappy about other things. Be whatever the case may be, but not because y'all don't know how to communicate and talk about your emotions and be able to be one for each other. Because that's what you got to
Yeah,
be. You have to be one for each other. You
yeah.
have
Let
to
it be
be one
temporary,
for each
man.
other.
You don't want to walk around like I've been there. Like it's through the grace of God that we've been able to navigate through it. Like we've been like stay mad on months, bro. Like walking around not talking to some. Now you look at it when we're older, you be like, damn, I don't know how we made
Nope.
because we walked around for like months not talking to each other. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's time wasted. What could you have done in all of that time that you spent not talking to each other?
Man,
What
we
could
been
have
mad and
gotten
then
done?
I've been so mad I didn't forgot what I was mad about. Sometimes like real talk, like, wait a minute, what she do?
What was I mad for?
Damn, all right. Let me go back to being mad.
And and look, now you mad because now you don't remember why you mad. So now you mad at being mad and forgot why you mad. But
Now you play
ain't what
mad
you
because you
say?
don't even remember what you mad at. You just know you mad.
Because
But you
now
don't
you
want
forgot. You forgot. What if she ain't forget? But you forgot. So now you still now she's still mad. So now you still got a fake mad because you don't even know
fake
what she
mad.
mad about. You don't even know what you mad about. So now everybody's still mad.
That whole man, that's that ego, bro. Like
Ah.
you ain't talk to me. Well, you ain't say nothing to me. I ain't say nothing to you.
See, and that's the kind of wife. See, if you would have got me about how old am I 48? You probably would have even got me about 4 years ago. I thought 4 7. If I was somebody white about, I would be her. I'm not even gonna hold you. I would have been her.
There
You mad, I'm mad. We all mad in this house together, and I don't even care. When I stop being mad, the whole house not gonna be mad no more. Whatever.
you go.
I would have been that girl, but now I'm not that girl. I get it. And I'm learning
Yeah.
who I am, and I'm learning what I need to do to make me better, so I could be who I need to be for whoever God sent for me. So I'm gonna be a good wife.
Oh,
I'm
for
just
sure.
saying. Sorry, I'm gonna toot my own horn. toot
There you
toot.
go. Tooted.
I'm gonna be a good wife. I'm gonna be emotionally intelligent and emotionally ready and all of that stuff. But yeah, I'm just that out because you've been what married 20 years. I'm trying to get like
I've been
that.
married twice though. The thing about it is our first
Well,
marriage
whatever.
was like I don't want
Oh,
to repeat a lot of
what?
stuff because Dwayne broke it down. Like I was like, man, this motherfucker
Yeah,
had the same goddamn life. But
the
he
wine
had like
gave the ooh,
he had more kids than me,
the
way more. But same thing
wine
though.
was right. Mm-hmm.
Same thing, like not identifying like it's a difference between you. Sometimes, a lot of times, when young people do this, they learn it late. You can love somebody,
Mm-hmm.
but that don't mean you're supposed to be with them. You know what I mean? Just
Mm-hmm.
because you
Right.
love them, don't mean y'all supposed to get like. There's no, we wasn't supposed to be together. But then you carry
Mhm.
that part on to like now you have issues from that marriage, and I brought it into my second relationship. I get married to like 10 years after that relationship. You know what I mean? Like we was together for 10 years
Mhm.
before we got married, but just mad because of unresolved stuff from the first situation. Then it had nothing to do with
Mhm.
anybody. I had to like my stepkids, man. I had to have a conversation with them like a couple years ago because I walked around mad all the time. And even though
Mhm.
like I was a father figure to them and they appreciate it, yada yada, yada, I didn't talk to them a lot. You know,
Mhm.
I didn't interact with them until I was disciplining them. And so I didn't think about that. I didn't think about how that, you know what I'm saying, you got this dude walking around mad and don't even talk to me unless he want me to do something to take out the garbage, but he won't interact with me. Like they man. And I had to talk to both of them and apologize to them. Like, man, I'm
I
sorry I
know
had to
that.
like, man,
I know that was rough.
that's super rough. That's super rough. And I'm just like, man, I hate that y'all had to see me like that. You know what I mean? Like I didn't
Right.
that's not how I wanted to show up for y'all. Even though I you know what I'm saying, I still took care of y'all, and kept y'all safe and yada 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 and provided for y'all. Like the emotional part, that's not how you're supposed
Mhm.
to, you know what I'm saying, see a man
Right.
in that space. So
Mhm.
that's like one of my greatest regrets. Like, man, it's not, and I love them to death, but just being angry about some other stuff, I wasn't able to love them correctly or show them that I love them correctly
Mhm.
at the time. So
Mhm.
it was like, man, we had some deep talks and they was open to it. So that's been my biggest. I guess to answer your question, what's been like my biggest benefit from going to therapy, just being able to
Mhm.
still have connection with people, and expressing myself to them, and you know what I'm saying, tell them like, yo, I wasn't okay. It wasn't you, it was me.
Mhm.
Um, and for the most part, that's another thing. Most cats will listen. Like dudes that are like on the fence about going to therapy, like most people will listen and they'll accept it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Hold yourself accountable and be like, yo, I was going through some
Yep.
things. They see it. People see this stuff in real time. You don't see it
Mhm.
yourself, but they can see it.
Mhm.
You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So
Mhm.
tell you that's part of giving yourself grace. So yeah, that's a big W for me. That's a big win.
Well, guess what? It's the big win. This whole conversation, I
Ah,
love it. I loved every freaking bit of it. This is like one of the best I've had. I don't even go for all of my guests that I've had. I've had fabulous conversations. All of the conversations have been great. I've been learning stuff. We've been learning people's stuff on the tip platform. I so appreciate you taking your time out and even rescheduling this because of the turmoil that we was going through before. But I so
hey,
appreciate you for taking the time out for doing this. Um, like I so thank you. Like for real,
no,
for real. I
kudos to
really,
you.
really,
Like you
really
doing this is
appreciate it.
super dope. We need more of this in our community. You know what I mean? And having people just open up the space to have these conversations. Like this is therapeutic for me. Like if somebody
Mm-hmm.
watching and they get something from it, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? But even
Mm-hmm.
talking about it for me and sharing, being able to share it with you, and you like giving me feedback and telling some of your story, you gotta, man, it's all love. Like this is what community should be about.
Mm-hmm. And to anybody that's watching, like if you are ready, I'm just asking for anybody who is ready to share because I'm not forcing anybody. You have to be ready to share your story. I don't care what it is. If you are ready to share your story, just hit me up, just inbox me. We'll get down to the nitty gritty, get the details, and we'll come on. Because I'm going to be from behind this camera and it's going to be in person. I'm going to have a whole podcast. Hood Therapy Corner is just this is just the beginning, y'all. I'm just telling you right now. I'm going to be a household name. We're going to be having YouTubes. I'm going to have merchandise. I'm gonna be that girl. So just wait. So I'm just asking. I'm just asking for people to be willing and ready to, if y'all know anybody, any of my guests that have anybody that they know that's been experiencing living with, I don't care if it's for a short time, long time, whatever it is that you want to talk about that you feel like your story may help. Because let me tell you something, I didn't feel like I had anything to talk about. I kept getting talked, prophesied, and prayed over and everything. Everybody like, you got a testimony, you got a story, you're gonna bring people to
Hmm.
Christ, your story gonna da da da. And I've been sitting there passing it up like, yeah, okay, whatever. I don't know what story I got to tell. What I ain't got no story to tell. Oh yes, I do. I got a whole
Hmm.
story to tell. I got a whole story to tell,
Absolutely.
and I didn't even realize it. But my story is, and I'm gonna allow my stories to help other people share their stories. And that's the whole point, because a lot of people didn't know that I didn't want to be here no more. There's been times that, yeah, this tattoo is not for the weak, the faint at heart. This means
Mm,
something.
mm.
And I got a story. And this is the way to share my story and my testimony. And I want other people to share their stories and their testimonies, because we've made it over. We've all been through something that we've been able to get over, and we're able to help somebody else get over too. So
Just
I
the get
want to
over
take this
part.
time.
You definitely want to get over it. Like living in it
Mm-hmm.
is not fun. You definitely want to be able to
Mm-hmm.
get over it. So the
Mm-hmm.
more people that we can help get over it, I think that's the win right there.
Yep. That is the biggest win. And that's gonna be the greatest accomplishment, because as long as we can help each other, as long as we can continue to have that community in our village, because we're never too old to have a village. We're
Mm,
never too old to have a village. We're gonna have a village until the day the Lord say not.
correct.
And so while we have that, we need to take advantage of the village that we have and the community that we have and use it. And we need to stop being so judgmental.
Oh,
We
for
all
sure.
gonna learn. We all got something to learn from somebody. We all got a story to tell.
Hmm.
We just got to be able to be willing to share it, and people to be able to be willing to listen.
Correct.
So, so with that note, once again, Corey, I would like to thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You and Dwayne and my pastor be having 3 men on here that's willing to talk about, the mental health issues, challenges, whatever the case may be. I so appreciate it so much,
Man, anytime. I'm
so
looking
much.
forward to a panel. You need to have a group one. I love to
I can't
connect with
wait.
all
I
both of them
can't wait.
cats. For real.
I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing. I'm so excited. But I appreciate you. I got to go to work. But I appreciate you once again
Likewise,
so,
man.
so, 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 so much. So everybody, before I log off, the one thing I am going to do, I don't know if I'm going to have any more guests come on between now and Christmas. Hopefully I do. If I don't, that's fine. But if I don't, my next thing that I want to do is I want to do 30 days of mental health, 30-day mental health challenge, where we check in with each other. So I'm going to do either live videos or do videos and ask questions. And we're going to do this every day, one day for 30 days, probably up like till Christmas. And we're gonna do a mental health check-in, and I want to see hearts, stars, moons, quasars, whatever. However I set this up, I want some participation, because this is a community, and this is how we're gonna build. Because we can't build if we don't know, right?
Right.
So on that note, I'm going to holler back, and I'm going to leave so I can go to work. But once again, Corey, thank you so much for joining me. And
No
on that
problem.
note, holler back.
Holler back.
Peace out.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.